as who was the guy who was the TV pitch man?
Billy Mays.
Zombie Billy Mays, he calls himself.
Zombie Billy Mays. So he was yelling out infomercials all weekend to nobody in particular. Now he has no voice.
Great.
But I mean, you know, like when I like NASCAR, just let people like what they like.
Trevor, I'm not saying people can't like NASCAR. It's different when one of the guys who works with me is getting himself into some kind of weird, angry situation. Of course I'm going to say something to him. He needs some help. He needs to talk to somebody.
I guess.
What the hell would you? What kind of man wouldn't say that to a guy you like?
Howard thinks he could be a much happier person.
Fuck that. I don't want to see him get arrested.
Right.
Well, that too.
He could wind up in trouble.
He's going to beat somebody up because the Philadelphia Phillies don't win a stupid baseball game. I can't stand that baseball.
Or get beat up, you know? I mean, he's not the biggest guy in the world.
Yeah, I don't know where he even gets
Football,
off being that brave, because he's kind of slight.
Yeah, he's going to get his ass kicked.
And that's like I got into a fight with a guy out at USC when we played him out there. They're a bunch of fucks.
All right, Trevor, thank you.
All right, thanks, dude.
I don't understand why I would say something to a guy I see he's in trouble.
Leave him alone.
I went to a Mets game with Will. And,
your voice ain't that bad.
Yeah, it's a little hoarse, but...
No.
It got better. It was bad this morning.
Yeah.
No.
It's getting a little better. But I went to a Mets game with Will, and I thought we were going to get the shit beat out of us.
That's what I'm talking about.
See, I don't think this has got anything to do with his pressure right now, quite honestly. I mean, he's got a history of blowing up at games.
Well, what did you think of my whole cancer theory?
No, I think you're right about that.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I mean, so everyone acts like it's so shameful to go talk to someone.
No, that's a major thing in your life. I mean, you're almost possibly going to die. You've got a death sentence.
You think it would be mandatory at that age when, you have to go through stuff like that you'd be getting counseling.
It is fun to go with him, though, because he makes an ass out of himself.
Yeah.
But we should maybe send Howard TV with him to a game.
Maybe he thinks he's got like a personality when he gets drunk. That's his personality, angry guy.
Yeah. Well, that's fun. If you're a guy, it's fun to hang out with him at a game.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
What were you following? Billy Mays?
That guy that yells, he goes, "Hi, I'm Billy Mays, here for, Mighty Midget."
So you went to the party. What did you say?
Well, I don't want to blow this microphone out, but I'd yell as loud as I could and say, "Hi, I'm Billy Mays, here for 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄." And I just yelled out real loud.
Where did you do this?
Laugh.
Why would you do this? What is this?
Las Vegas.
You went all the way to Vegas for Halloween?
Yeah.
Was it an appearance?
Yeah, I had an appearance,
all right.
too.
Well, then I understand.
All right, you're still wearing your orange and black watch. When do you get rid of the Halloween stuff?
I got to take it down this week. It's going to be a sad thing.
The correct answer is when you're 8 years old. That's when you get rid of the Halloween stuff.
Thank you. What is it, Gary?
No, we were just saying it here, for a guy obsessed with Halloween, you think he spent all year, he could have come up with a more original outfit. There was probably 10 Billy Mazes at every party.
Wow.
I was the only one I saw in Vegas. But Chris from Howard TV did a really good Billy Mays this year, too. What were you for Halloween, Howard?
Oh, please. I'm fucking 55 years old. I stopped going to Halloween when I was 12.
You were a Hooters girl a couple years ago.
Yeah, because Ross had a party. And I went to that shit party. I hated it.
Ross is a big Halloween guy, too. He, floats under the radar, but he loves Halloween.
So Halloween was Saturday night?
Yeah.
I pretended to be a guy getting a blowjob. What do you think of that?
Nice.
That's a cool costume.
That's right.
I heard Ross was going to several parties, and he started his night at midnight.
On a bus.
I heard something creepy about Ross.
Wow.
I always went to his Halloween party because he made such a big deal about it. He used to have it over at a bar.
Yeah, I've been there once. It was a blast.
Someone told me he made money on it.
I don't doubt it.
He was making money off of us.
Oh, my God.
I heard this. I'm not kidding you.
Really?
Yeah, it
Did you
disturbed
have
me a
to
little
pay
bit.
for drinks at those parties?
Yeah, it wasn't an open bar. He'd have a
Right.
party, but you had a bar, and I heard he was getting a piece of the bar.
Wow.
It could be true. I don't know.
Gary, did you hear anything about that?
No, I'm sort of shocked. It's the first I've ever heard it. I knew he threw the parties, and I knew it was a cash bar. but I never heard he was getting a piece of it.
He got a piece, I think.
Man.
I mean, I don't want to disparage the guy if he didn't, but
I always thought it was odd that he kept claiming he was throwing a party, but then people were hit up for money for drinks.
well, remember
Like,
he used to walk around at the party. He walked around with those drink tickets,
Right.
Like you could get a free drink. What's he doing with those?
Howard, I went to that party. He was handing out the drink tickets.
Right.
That's usually when you go to a place and, you pay a couple, they give you a certain amount, and the rest you have to pay. And I went back to him to ask him for more drink tickets. He's like, dude, you got to pay for drinks.
Right.
That cocksucker probably made money off everybody.
Yeah, he should have dressed as a cash register.
I should have dressed as Ross Zapin and went at the end of the
Isn't that
fucking
screwy?
night.
What a fucking scumbag.
But we don't know for sure. Again, it's a rumor.
It's Ross Zapin, we know for sure. Trust me. For Christ's sake.
Why do you say
You don't need
that?
Columbo to figure this shit out.
Why do you
don't
say
know
that?
that.
Why are you so certain?
Oh, Ross Zapin? Yeah, the guy is the Mother Teresa of Sirius, please. I mean,
What does that mean?
What's going on
the
there?
guy, he's a wheeler and dealer. He's a schmoozer. I mean, look at him. What was he? He worked for Geffen Records, right?
Right.
He was a big deal over there.
Right.
No, it's
This
the
guy-
same exact thing.
Ross Zapin has an ability, a tremendous ability to put himself in profitable situations. He's a wheeler and dealer. I mean, one thing has nothing to do with the next. How is the fucking guy from Geffen Records, who's responsible for putting bands together, now the guy who's supposed to be promoting Sirius, putting banners out and selling radios? It doesn't.
Well, it's promotion.
He doesn't. He didn't
It's
put
the same
he
kind
didn't
of
put
work.
bands.
Really.
You hate Ross, right? I heard you don't like him.
Really? He doesn't like Ross?
Nah.
Ross is okay. He's a little pompous. He's a little arrogant. He's a little douchey. And that's him. I mean, I personally don't see.
Do you think it's weird that I'm friendly with him?
Yes.
Another
And I'm
word
not
I don't
jealous.
understand.
But I think
clearly not.
Howard, you have a tremendous amount of dignity, and I don't see you hanging out with people like that. And I'm
Ross
not
has
putting
no
him down.
dignity?
Well, you have my ear. What are you saying?
What's so dignified about Ross?
Listen, the guy doesn't necessarily have a sparkling track record.
With
With what?
Oh, I don't want
What
to
does he
get
do?
into it. There were a few incidents that, I mean, look, I like the guy. I don't want to put him down, but please, I mean, he's, like I said, he's not the Pope around here. The guy, but I just don't see how, you hang out with a guy like Ross Ape. It just
You
You don't like that? How are ya?
You don't like how I am when he goes, how
Who
I
doesn't like that?
it behooves me.
Right.
It behooves you?
Yeah.
It behooves him.
Behooves you.
I finally said a word that makes sense, right?
If he schmertzes me.
Sound like I knew she. No, you didn't.
It behooves him.
That didn't make
I
sense.
think I
Behooves
Trying
him.
to say.
It means he has hooves and he wants to get them
I'm
off.
going to put him in right up Ross's ass.
But Sal, listen, you should be
It
quiet.
unconsolates me.
No,
What?
I just got a text from our buddy Mike Portnoy.
Go ahead.
It says absolutely not true.
Go ahead.
That Ross was getting a piece of bar. That Ross paid for the drink tickets that he gave out.
Oh, okay.
How does Mike really know, though?
I guess he's Ross's best friend.
Like I don't think Ross would tell him.
Mike doesn't know that Ross made money off him.
Ross actually would tell him.
Mike might not have been in on the information.
no, Ross paid. He paid $4 and he got 10 back. Ross paid for the tickets.
Sal, you really do hate Ross.
I don't hate him,
Ross
but
Sal, remember when you were on the air like 5 years ago about how Ross was Howard's friend and how you hated some of Howard's friends and you particularly singled out Ross?
yeah, I mean, but like, I don't know one person who likes Ross, to tell you the truth.
I love the guy.
I don't. I mean,
Really? Who do you know that doesn't like?
nobody in that
Really?
office likes Ross. Nobody.
He's one of my good friends.
That's you because you suck his dick to go to the Springsteen concerts, Gary.
just said
Give me
I don't know him.
Gary. He's a friend of convenience to you because he hooks you up with
I've
Springsteen.
known him for 20 years, and he doesn't hook me
Oh.
up with Springsteen. He doesn't hook
Oh,
me up. If anything, I
please.
hook him up, douchebag.
Nah, I doubt
You
it.
don't think Gary could get to Springsteen?
Right. So he doesn't need
Please,
Ross
please.
to get the Springsteen.
It's all of Ross's old school.
You're a jealous little shit.
I'm far from jealous of Ross Zapin. I
Oh
have
my
no.
God, you are so fucking
No,
jealous.
I am not.
Well,
No, I
you
am
do-
not.
The reason you hate him is so you can list the things that he gets that you can't get.
Not at all. I stand 15 feet near that cocksucker. Number two, he's always bragging about all these events that he's going to. I mean, that's all I hear from this guy. Where's the serious promotion? Where is it around this place? When's the last time I heard this guy asshole go, hey, I'm going over here to promote this, I'm going over there to promote that? I don't hear shit. All I hear about is Bruce Springsteen concerts and confrontations you're getting into with cops on the streets and football games that he's going to. Where's this man's credentials? What are you talking about?
That's outrageous. How would you be privy to know what he does?
Yeah, he would talk to you about marketing.
Right.
He comes in and
you know how I know? Because everywhere I look around, I don't see this fucking place marketed, Gary.
Yeah, but maybe there's no budget. It's not his fault.
I mean,
that's what he's in charge of. There's no budget. You know why? It's going to his pocket.
No.
That's the budget. It's his salary. Get out of town.
It's his salary. You mean take his salary and then buy some ads?
Here's the thing. Probably Mel goes to him, we got a budget. Buy some posters, buy some banners, get some people out, start moving serious one way or another, come up with some game plans, come up with some ideas, have a fucking parade. Here's the money. And Ross says, well, if I don't do this, where's the remainder go? It goes in your pocket. So there you go. That's
his arrangement?
Sure, probably.
You just made that up.
Wow.
Based on absolutely fucking nothing except your insanity.
It's a fair assumption. There's nothing being done.
Sal, you're describing business at the pizzeria you grew up.
I want Ross Zapin to come in here and tell me everything that he's accomplished for this company.
Where is he? Ross, get in here.
Yeah, he's being
He's not
maligned.
here. We think he's still sleeping.
Of course he's still sleeping.
Why is he sleeping?
Because we watched the Yankee game last night. Or he might have gone to it.
Oh.
Well, that's promotion.
Philly.
He was probably yelling out Sirius.
There wasn't enough assholes in Philadelphia. Ross had to be there as well.
You really don't like him?
No, he's okay, but give me a... I mean, I don't know.
He's okay.
I want to see it on paper. I want to see what he's done.
His breath smells. How can you say that?
He makes Dan the parody man smell like an Irish... I don't even get out...
Dan just got hit.
People think I keep my door shut. People think I keep my door shut because I don't want to talk to anybody. I can smell his breath coming all the way down the fucking hall.
Man, Ross is my buddy.
I gotta beam a fucking fan in the hallway just to keep so his breath goes downwind. Are you kidding me?
Sal,
Guy gargles shit.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Oh, dear.
Well, maybe he doesn't want to yell. Maybe he doesn't want to yell out "serious" somewhere because his breath smells. You ever think of that?
Yeah, maybe.
He might be in bed.
I don't know. I wish Ross was here to defend himself.
I want to know what Ross does. I want to see.
Oh, he's calling him right now.
Good.
Oh, good.
And you make fun of Ross's weight all the time, too. I know that.
Well, that's the thing. He always said, I said, Ross, you put in a little weight. He goes, well, maybe I'll lose some by fucking your wife. That's why I don't like Ross. He used to always say stuff about my wife.
That isn't right.
He's joking around.
But I'm
That
joking.
ain't right. He's very
Isn't that a
sensitive.
joke?
But I'm joking around now, too.
A guy walks in, and the first thing you do is take a shot at his weight. And when he comes back at you, now you're mad?
I'm not. No, I actually told him he looks good, but then he started putting some weight back on. I was concerned about his weight because it was fluctuating. I thought he was sick. You know, bad breath is usually a sign of sickness. So between his breath and his weight loss, I said, this guy's dying.
Where is Ross? I want him to talk.
2 seconds, Howard. He's calling him right now.
Oh, here he is.
Wake up.
Ross,
What's going on?
you are being attacked.
Man.
I'm not
A
attacking you.
full frontal attack.
Sal doesn't like you.
Shit.
I know. Sal only likes me when he needs Kiss tickets or he needs to get Britney Spears tickets.
Never got him.
Britney Spears.
You know, the only time he talks to me is when I'm walking down the hall and he goes, "Hey, Ross, can I talk to you a minute?"
Yeah, it's usually with my fingers up my nostrils.
Oh.
Well,
He's accusing you of having bad breath.
that's the first time I've heard that.
I have nothing against Ross. I mean, they think that I'm jealous of you because you're Howard's friend. I just see it. Just to me, it's yin and yang. You and Howard. That's all. I just don't.
What is that
see.
any of your business?
It's
Hey,
not.
Ross,
Howard just asked
Ross.
me. They think you're ripping off people with the Halloween. With the Halloween
No,
party.
Ross,
you had
I
last
heard a
year.
rumor that when you had your Halloween party.
Yeah.
This is how this got started. I said I heard a rumor that. Remember we had to pay for drinks.
Well, certain people did, like Sal, if he was invited.
Right.
Go on.
But we heard you got a piece of the bar.
Never, ever, ever. In fact, the reason I didn't make any money is because the guys, Randy and those guys that own the bar, I said, look, I'm not looking to make any money. They were willing to give us the place for free. They lowered the drink prices. We paid for a DJ. We put up all the decorations, and I didn't want to charge anybody at the door. So we had drink tickets for certain people and bottles for certain people. Otherwise, they paid at the bar for drinks. I didn't want to make a penny off of it. I wanted to have the party, and I wasn't going to fund a $25,000 party for Halloween.
I believe you.
But if you have a party, you have a party at your house. You shell out a couple of bucks. You put a couple of 6-foot heroes out, a couple of pizzas, a couple of bottles of booze, and you have a party at your house.
Yeah, that's the 𝗏𝗏𝗿𝗱 party.
No, that's a party about somebody who sincerely has friends and not somebody who wants to make it a spectacle all about them. That's what you did here, Ross. You didn't even give a shit about the people. You just wanted to have it at a big bar. You're like the Paris Hilton of the Howard Stern show. Nothing behind it, but you want to be out there.
But you said that Ross doesn't do anything to promote, and you said he doesn't deserve his job.
Well, I want to know what he's done to promote this place. He's the head of promotion. What is he promoting?
Sal, you set up a meeting with me. I'll be more than happy to walk you through it, since I didn't realize that I report to you now.
As long as I have to wear a surgical mask.
Wow.
Really? I hang out with Ross. I don't have a problem with it.
I never noticed that.
With your schnoz, you can't smell that? You can smell bad breath in Japan with that fucking nose, Howard.
Oh, my God.
Are you kidding me?
Why am I getting beaten up?
Oh, you can't smell. Oh, boy.
Sal says the only thing Ross promotes is himself. And that's not fair.
I used to go to Ross and say, Ross, what can I do with the Killers of Comedy on the road? And, put up banners, hand out T-shirts, radios. And he was a little bit somewhat involved in that. But ever since then, I don't know what this guy does. Every time I see Ross, he's bragging about Bruce Springsteen. He's bragging about a baseball game he's going to. He's bragging about a night out with the boys.
Hey, Sal.
I want to see some results, Ross. I'm going to have to sit down in your office today and go through everything that you've done for the past month.
Okay, so Sal, let's talk about this weekend, because I know how much you are keeping a keen eye on what SiriusXM is doing. Were you at any of the Philadelphia, Philly, New York Yankee games in Philadelphia this weekend?
Why would I be there?
Well, that's right, because you couldn't get a ticket. But if you were there and you weren't a subscriber, we were giving away free radios with a 3-month subscription.
Were you personally
doing
that?
And we were in 2 locations.
Well, from now on,
my team was involved with that.
I'll tell you what. Next time you're around,
Sal,
that's promotion.
Ross is telling you what he was doing.
Yeah, but
that's not good promotion.
That's somewhat good.
Oh boy.
No.
What would you like to see him doing?
Let me tell you some other things we've done. While I'm at the Springsteen shows having a great time, the company is also there. And we have 𝗏𝐶𝐄 Radio. Maybe you haven't checked it out because you only listen to wherever you listen to.
I listen to this show, the show that I work for, the show that I'm responsible to work for.
And then, in other words, you're saying
the show that I'm dedicated to.
Ross, you're saying all those Bruce Springsteen fans get converted into subscribers.
Correct. We have 𝗏𝐶𝐄 Radio on site. Dave Marshall broadcasts in front of Giant Stadium, one of the shows. So since there's a big passion factor for the channel, we have the opportunity for people to see.
Why don't you buy Sirius Radio? That's how you should promote it. He should go down there.
You really think that's going to do something?
No, and I don't think anything he's doing is doing anything. What is he telling me? He's at the Philadelphia game handing out flyers like some chooch on the street?
No.
Are you kidding me?
What do you want him to do?
Sal, listen to what I said, Sal. We weren't handing out flyers. We were actually giving people the opportunity to get a free radio, Sal. So you just take the radio and leave with it. Instant gratification. But, Sal, you don't think big picture. You're right. You work for the Howard Stern Show, and you do a good job there. But, you should think big picture. If you want to be an executive, if you want to move up in the world, you think outside the box that you live in. And
Ross, you don't have to defend yourself to him.
Yeah, we know you stink.
Oh, that's unfair. Ross,
is it me or can I smell his breath coming through my head?
Now, do us one favor. When I see you in the hallway,
see, he's going to threaten me.
Look at me. When you need tickets for someone in your family,
never got them. I never got KISS tickets or anything like that. Listen, I said I don't have really anything against you. I just want to know what you do around here.
You do.
And people are accusing.
How would you know what he does? You're not involved with him.
Because every time I see the guy, I don't hear what's going down for the company.
I've been in meetings with him. He's always doing stuff.
All right, well, then you listen. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. We'll take a look at the numbers this month. We'll take a look at the numbers next month, and we'll see where you stand.
All right.
Sal, your phony phone call is bringing tons of subscribers.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sal.
Brush your teeth.
Ross?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
I
had no idea that he claims that nobody likes Ross.
I like you.
I appreciate that.
And I like the job you do.
I appreciate that.
I like you.
Got a promotion.
I don't know if he took a poll, but he was saying nobody in the office liked you.
I'm just glad you didn't make any money off me on drink tickets.
I think Ross is a hard worker. He seems like that to me. I mean, I know he's gotten me involved with stuff what I do on the road, or at least tried to.
He's a good man.
Yeah,
Rossi, don't worry about it, pal. It's just one guy's opinion.
Sal is good at his job, and Ross is good at his. But
I love Richard. I hate Sal. I think it should be a one-man show. I think that Sal may be dead weight.
All right.
I think he may bring Richard down.
I mean, he attacked your breath. He attacked your appearance. He attacked all kinds of things.
I'll take it like a man.
It sounds like sour grapes.
His weight. I was like, Ross, there's no problem there.
Ross didn't get him KISS tickets. If Ross got him the KISS tickets, this doesn't happen.
Right.
It'd be golden.
All right, Rossi, thanks.
See ya.
All right, that's Ross Zapin, head of promotion.
What did
for
he
all
also
serious.
say? We never got into how Ross behooves him.
You don't want to get into that. All right, Kendra Jade is stopping by. I'm going to take a break.
You're kidding.
She's on celebrity sex rehab with Dr. Drew.
Oh, it was a lone gunman. But another major conflict today. I don't even know how this actually. I do know how this came about. Howard brought up that Ross might have been getting money for his Halloween party that he used to throw. And Sal came in and said that, yeah, he got drink tickets and said he probably charged him, ha, ha, ha. And that quickly turned into Sal really reaming Ross over his professionalism, over, being never doing him a favor. There was a lot that happened there. And before you comment on it, Gary, Teddy, hit clip number 2, because this is just a little bit of it, but I want to make sure I'm setting the framework properly before we really get into it.
Look, I like the guy. I don't want to put him down, but please, he's, like I said, he is, he's not the Pope around here. The guy, but I just don't see how, you hang out with a guy like Ross Zapin. You
don't like that, how are ya?
You don't like how are ya when he goes, how are
ya?
You
don't like that. It behooves me.
It behooves you?
Yeah.
It behooves
you. I finally said a word that makes sense, right?
No, it besmirches me.
Sound like I knew for you. No, you didn't.
It behooves him.
That didn't make sense.
I think it behooves him.
Trying to say?
It means he has hooves and he wants to get them off.
I want to put them in right up Ross's ass.
But Sal, listen, you should be quiet.
It unconsolates me.
No.
Sal, what did you mean by that? That his behavior behooves you?
Well, his relationship with Howard behooved me. I don't see how they find it necessary to get along.
And someone was saying that that's really at the core of your hard feelings here, that you're just not jealous of it, because that's not really the right word, but rather you wonder why Howard would possibly be friends with a guy like this. At least that's the way it came off.
Maybe in the past, but I've gotten to get to know Ross. I've gotten to know him. And in all honesty, I tried to get along with this guy, but it never works. And Gary brought up something pretty interesting to me. He said, look, you're using this work thing as an excuse. There's some other underlying issue. And that might be true, but...
What's the underlying issue?
The underlying issue is that every time I try to talk to this guy, every time I try to get along with this guy, he always just puts me down. He's always condescending. He's always pompous. Every time, if I comment about his weight, he goes right into like, well, maybe I should fuck your wife. Which, all right, it's a joke or whatever, but like, it's kind of, off the air. It's a little hard.
All right. So first of all, I'll just say... You know that, like you just say, if I make fun of a guy's weight, but you know that Ross can be a little vain. So if but if that means a lot to him, and it doesn't mean anything to you, in other words, you're saying Ross always has something negative to say to you, but you're telling me that the second he walks in, you're poking fun at his weight. And then because he doesn't laugh with you, he's the dick.
Well, Gary, I'm not poking at his weight. I discussed his weight. I go, you putting some weight back on because he lost a lot of weight.
Who wants to hear
that? Somebody who's vain about their weight. Somebody wants to be aware of how
So
they
are you helping him? Is that
sure.
why you're telling him?
Honesty is the best policy. I was being honest.
You're being like,
No, I'm not.
You're going into your weird
I would say, okay, no, I would say to him, I go, Ross, you putting a little weight back on? Just like that. He's like, well, maybe I should lose some by fucking your wife. Now, it was a little harsh, but I didn't keep going with that. But every time I talk to Ross, like, even if I pass his off, he's like, not now, dude. Not now. I got nothing. And I probably asked Ross maybe 2 or 3 times about events. Not that I wanted anything for free. And Ross has been courteous in some situations. But the guy always carries himself like he's bigger and better, and I am just an underling. And after a while, it just rubs you the wrong way. So, yeah, Gary, you're right. I shouldn't have went into the work area because I don't know what he does.
But why do you think he treats you that way?
I don't know.
I understand you don't know.
Everybody has a personality, like you, John. You're a laid-back dude. Gary, you're usually shot out of a cannon. Ross is a guy who just carries himself with a certain air of arrogance, and he's a bit of an elitist, and that's him.
Hey,
and unfortunately, I try to get along with everybody. I really do. And with him, I can't. We always seem to just crack horns, and I want to get along with the guy, but I don't know why he just always puts me beneath him. He's always on a pedestal when we're around. So I apologize to Ross about going into the work area. That was wrong. It takes a big man to admit it. Listen, he certainly deserves to be where he is, otherwise he wouldn't be here. But on a personal level, I don't know why Ross is always just so condescending, and that's what bothers me.
But hold on a second. You were adamant that Ross does not deserve to have the job, that he hasn't a clue what the fuck he's doing, that he was some shit record guy. What does that have to do with promotions? And you weren't going, hey, I don't know what he does. You were sure, but that in your everyday life, by walking around, you see what a crappy job he's doing.
Yeah, that's right. I said that.
And you're saying you didn't mean it?
I'm saying that when you came to me, you said, how can you say, you brought it to light. You said, you don't know what the guy does. You came to me
I was trying to get more to the bottom of what it is you don't like.
You came to me personally, yeah, and you said, let's get to the bottom of what is it? And I'm like, you know what, maybe you're right. So I thought about it, and that's what I figured out. And when it came down to it, you made it perfectly clear. I don't know the man's profession. I had no right to talk about his profession, but I don't know why he always treats me like shit every time I talk to the guy.
All right, so since Ross just walked in, can I recap a little bit for Ross?
Well, I want to ask you a question before you do.
Someone want to smell my breath first?
We're going to get to that.
Do you think that at the core of this is that Sal is jealous of Ross's relationship with Howard?
I did say on the air that whenever you talk about why you don't like Ross, it's usually followed by what he has, what he gets, how, you know, it's always like he goes here, he does that, and that seems to irritate you. So I thought that there might be a tiny bit of jealousy there.
Well, it's not that. It's not about, you know, it's the way certain people carry themselves. If you're constantly bragging, putting it in people's faces, it puts you off a little bit. And Ross has a tendency to do that. Ross will admit, you love to brag. Would you not?
I don't brag.
All right.
I discuss. But Sal, the only times that we really speak is when you come to me asking for something. You don't come by and say, hey, what's going on?
Yes, I do.
Oh, about the weight. And you know what? You do it to get my goat. You don't do it to say, hey, blah, blah, blah.
It's a lighthearted
shtick.
It's a lighthearted jab, but you come back so... It's a lighthearted jab, but you come back so hard.
It's lighthearted to you.
Well, I would hope it's lighthearted to Ross. He's a man. If I'm talking about him putting a little weight on. I also say when he looks great, and when I say you look great, you go, fuck you, you think I'm lying.
I don't know when you're telling the truth.
I know. That's what it is.
If you give him a lighthearted jab and he comes back at you strong, do you say, that guy's an arrogant asshole, or do you say, woo, boy, I touched a sore spot there?
A little bit of both.
But then you touch it again.
It's an arrogant guy who touched the sore spot. Like, he got me good. You know, he got me.
Hey, how is Ross looking now?
He looks pretty good. A little bit of a handle there underneath, above the belt. But what am I going to do?
Ross, the question I asked Gary, I'll ask you.
I'm not banging him.
Do you think this comes from him being jealous of your relationship with Howard?
Yeah.
I don't, because look.
And you are an underling.
See, that's right. And I always will be to this guy.
The conversation you had today was almost identical to the one we looked in the log that you had about 6 years ago when you had a whole conversation with Howard about you didn't like the circle of friends Howard has. You should be one of those guys.
It's just like I said, it was just questionable. But then again, I got to know Ralph. And, Ralph comes off certainly pompous, But Ralph's a nice guy. I mean, he could talk to me. Ross won't talk to me. Ross can't be bothered with me. I feel like if you can't provide
Sal,
something for Ross, he doesn't want anything to do
Sal,
with you.
The only time you come to me or you stop me in the hallway is when you need tickets for something. That's the only thing.
It's not true.
The other time you come to me is when you make the jab about my looks.
No. Look, I hardly see you.
Or a better one, how I can help you with your 𝗪𝗄 comedy show. It's always...
With the promotion, because you're the promotions department.
No.
That
was... an angle with you. Oh, maybe you can help us find an advertiser that can...
Yeah, we said we can help you.
Sal out.
No.
Sal, Sal, it's a one-way street. When you come to me, it's when something to help you out.
Not true.
And you come with these puppy eyes. Oh,
and I know everybody.
I want to take my son to Kiss. Or
no,
I
Kiss had nothing to do with
and I might add, you want them comped.
Kiss had no, and I paid for my. I paid.
When you ask for tickets, you want them for free.
I never asked you for Kiss tickets ever.
By the way, is that the way you're supposed to do it, or you're supposed to go through Gary and the show? Hold on.
I never went to you ever. Ever for that, for Kiss. Ever. Never, ever. Never,
so what's going on here? One of you guys is not telling the truth.
I never went to it. I never went to him for Kiss.
Sal,
never.
You brought that up on the air today. You said, I've asked Ross for tickets like Kiss, and what you said that on the air.
Kiss would be a good example, but I never asked him for Kiss tickets.
So what tickets
we talked about a Broadway.
What tickets did you ask him for?
We talked about a Broadway show that he was personal friends with, and he helped me out.
By the way, they were comped, and you would call me like a little bitch that Friday night.
I didn't call you like a bitch because
you're tracking me down.
Because they weren't on it wasn't written down.
Oh, why? Because you came to me 3 times and kept changing the date after I got it done for you.
First of all,
hold on a second. Answer the question.
You said to me.
Did you come to me with a date?
Yes.
And said, I need these. And how many did you ask for originally?
I asked for 4 tickets.
No. Did you ask for 6 tickets?
I don't remember.
No,
but,
I remember.
I do remember
Sal,
when I...
Okay,
hold on. When I remember when I did ask you, and don't act like I'm not the only one who's ever asked you for tickets.
No, this
Plenty
is
of
me
people
and you talking now, Sal.
All right,
Mr. Big Shot.
No, I'm not saying I'm a big shot. I'm saying that when I ask you for it, you go, I have a friend involved in this show, and you know what? If you do it, if you go to it, do me a favor, just, speak highly of it if you sincerely found it to be good, and I did. And that's exactly how it went.
But you had no problem staying on me.
I had no choice. If I went to the window and my name's not written down, who am I supposed to call? Who am I supposed to call? Rodney Dangerfield?
Hold on. Did you get in?
Yes, eventually.
For free?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so thank you. So when I'm supposed to bow down, I'll cut you a check. I don't give a shit.
Oh, really? Okay,
no.
From now on, you will cut me a check.
I don't need to cut you a check. And you know what, Ross? I do say hello to you.
And by the way,
I do pass by. I do say how you doing all the time.
If I do throw a party again, I'll check with you and make sure it's the right place to do it. And B, you will not get invited. And C, I'll explain to you all the specifics to the party, so you don't sit there and say, I charge people and made money for a party.
I'm not the one who leaked that you did that.
No, but you were the one who were adamant.
But who leaked it?
Hold on a second.
Who leaked it?
Stop. Howard brought it up, and then you said, well, of course it happened. It's Ross. You do the math.
I found it questionable.
We don't know. Hold on. We go, we don't know that. And you go, it's got to be true. It's Ross.
Well, you know what? I question it, but who's the person who said it to begin with?
You're not answering the question. Forget about who leaked it. Stop.
Gary,
stop. Listen.
Ross's attorney.
Forget about who leaked it. Howard put it out there, and he even said, we're not sure. And you said, it's Ross, I'm sure.
Well, who leaked it?
Again, that has nothing to do with it.
Forget about any leaks.
No.
Sal,
leaked it?
For everybody.
You're deflecting.
I've never made a penny on the party.
And that's
nor did I need to. Okay?
Listen, if that's the case, that's the case. But I'm not the one who came.
If
somebody came forward and said it, not me. And then it just kind of confirmed the thought I had. I'm like, you know what? Maybe he did make money.
There was no maybe.
There was no one will ever know.
Sal, there was no maybe involved. Hold on a second. There was no maybe involved. Howard said it. He said he wasn't sure. He said, I heard.
From
you
who?
said, it doesn't matter. You said, stop, but you're deflecting. You said, I know it's true because it's Ross.
That's what I felt.
But why?
I don't know, because I didn't like Ross.
So if I'm telling you now to put this to rest, look me in the eye. I've never made a penny on the parties. Do you believe me now? Or your source, or the leak, you're going to believe the leak.
I mean, I don't know what I...
No, I threw the party. I am telling you I didn't make a penny on it. Are you going to believe me?
I don't know how that's going to change anything, whether I do or I don't.
It's a simple question.
Whether I do or I don't believe you.
I'm
what
asking
does it
you
change?
the question.
What
Answer
does
me.
It change?
It doesn't change anything.
You don't
do you
like
believe me?
You still don't like me. You'll still be condescending towards me.
Hold on.
And all you want is me to bow to you and make you feel important and say, yes, all right, Ross, yes, I believe you. I do believe you.
You've given me reasons not to like you.
Okay,
I don't think I've given you reasons to not like me.
Every time I talk to you, you talk down to me. You just have this air about you. I don't know why.
Sal,
I want to be your friend. I'm always polite to you. I'm polite to everybody around
There's
here.
two-way streets, and there's one way with you. So I'm in a meeting, and you walk by with those puppy eyes. Can I talk to you? You're there to ask me for a favor. It's not like, hey, this is what I can do for you. Or, hey, I was thinking about this.
What do you
or,
want
hey,
me to do for you, Ross?
I don't want anything from you.
Okay, then I don't want anything
obviously
from you.
you want something from me when you come to me.
I don't want anything from you.
Okay.
Not one thing.
So from this point forward, you don't need anything from me.
Done.
Okay.
But, whether I believe you or not has nothing to do with what happened.
But do you believe him?
If he said it, yes, I believe him. Absolutely. Yes, I do. Looking him in the eye, I believe you.
Okay.
I believe him, and I'd like some Broadway tickets, too.
David in Brooklyn, you're on the wrap-up show.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, David.
Big fan of everybody except for Sal. I think he's an anti-Semite, and I think this whole thing is because Ross is Jewish.
Totally not true. I wish I was Jewish.
Ross, did you hear the whole thing?
No, not the whole thing yet.
Sal, was there some anti-Semitic undertones in there?
Artie said something like, he's not the Pope. Like, he goes, that was like a Catholic reference. I go, I don't know what Jewish reference I can make. I can't say the guy's a rabbi or something. I don't know of any high holy figure in the Jewish community that maybe Elijah the prophet or something. I don't know.
What about you when you said one of those...
Jesus was Jewish,
but said one of those New York types, those New York anchor types.
I didn't say that. Anyway.
Megan in New Haven, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there thinking that, first of all, John, you're totally awesome, and I think of you as, like, George Takei. Like, nobody can not like you.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
I felt like a gay Asian.
No, not even close to what I was meaning. Nobody can say that they don't like you.
Well, I don't know about that, but thanks. It's Commander.
But, okay, with Sal... It's seriously like, Ross is like, wah, I'm a promoter and I don't want to talk about the fact that I promote stuff.
What?
People come to me for questions about promoting, and yet he's whining about it.
Megan, I'm not sure what you're saying. We don't understand.
Ross is whining about the fact that Sal came to him with questions about promoting.
No, I can explain it for Ross. Ross's job.
People come to me with questions all the time.
Megan, Ross is in charge of marketing promotions for Sirius, so he's in charge of marketing Sirius. And Sal was looking for a sponsor for the tour.
I understand that, but he's complaining about the fact that Sal was asking him questions.
No, Ross was saying that I only come to him when I want something for myself.
Right. He didn't say any of that, Megan.
That's how it's coming across on the radio, though.
Well, I apologize if it does. I have no problem if someone comes to me and says, hey, I want to do this or I want to do that. And I think in the context of Sal, that if Sal came to me, and I think there's a gray area with Sal when it comes to that I have to always say to myself, what's the ulterior motive here? So I'm willing to work with people. I want to work with people. I want to help promote the product. But, everybody has their own agenda. So my biggest problem is that most of the time that Sal comes to me, it's when it's for me. and not for the bigger picture of SiriusXM.
First of all, you make it seem like I'm at your door begging you every day for tickets. It's been one,
no, but
maybe
when you
two
do
occasions.
beg, it's for yourself.
But you're the guy who always walks around saying, I got this, I got that, I'm going here, I'm going there. So when you're in a situation and you know somebody who's tied in, I'm going to ask you.
Let me ask you a question.
What do you want me to do? You want me to
How many people around here help you out?
How many?
On the
Everybody that
side.
I work with, we all help each other tremendously.
Okay.
Tremendously.
Do you shit on all these people?
No.
Okay.
But you know what?
So I'm one of the few probably outside the Stern Circle that takes care of you. Why do you shit on me?
You're not out of the Stern Circle. You're sitting right here right
but
now.
I don't
You're
work
involved
on the show day in and day out.
Yeah, but you know what? But Ross...
I'm not on your guys list. Why do you shit on me if I'm helping you out?
Well, talk to Howard about your guys
I'm
list.
asking you.
I talk shit about you because you always treat me like shit. And
I'm trying to explain to you why I treat you a certain way, and it's not like shit.
Well,
because
I
when you
see
come
it that
to
way.
my door
you know when
and
you get
I don't answer it for you, yes, I'm in a meeting, doesn't mean I treat you like shit.
No, whenever I see you in the hallway, whatever, you're like, not now, don't talk to me, can't be bothered with you.
Because you
and
go
then
to
we're
me,
showing the
hey,
hallway.
Rod.
I went for showing the hallway. You wanted to be in it. I really went to bat.
I joked with you. I said, all right.
You broke my balls every day, though. You said, listen. Now I wasn't in it. Now you're done. And I took it. I'm like, all right. But you kept going with it. And I thought at a point you were really, really serious. You're like, look, don't you come to me. Don't you ask me for nothing. You didn't put me in that goddamn show. You said you would. You're done, Governor Al. You're done. And you would walk away. Like, so you can't even tell if you're joking around. I know you.
Aren't you a comedian?
I know you like.
Are you a comedian?
No, not anymore.
You can't tell a joke?
Yeah, but I don't know. It's hard to decipher for when you're joking and when you're not. But every time you do come across...
So you don't know how to read people.
Ross, just admit it. You know you don't like me. You never did. It comes across.
You've given me a good reason not to like you.
No, but this is before that. You always treated me
So from this point
you
forward,
never treated me with respect.
we'll use the email system, okay? So you can still reach out. If I answer you.
But
we don't have to do things face to face. That's the beauty of the technology.
But this is a wake-up call to touch the lighter side of yourself. You should get... listen, Ross.
Okay, Dr. Phil.
No, sometimes, you ever notice when you talk to your wife, she said, you said it this way. You go, no, I didn't. She said, yes, you did. That's what you did. That's what you suffer from. You have a way of projecting yourself and not listening. And I'm telling you, that's how you come across. And this is an opportunity for you to maybe say, hey, maybe I'll step back. I was man enough to say, listen to me. I was man enough, and I still stick to it. I apologize about the work thing. It was underhanded. It was wrong, and I don't know your profession. I'm sorry. And I mean it. But you should also admit that, hey, you know what? Maybe I do come off a little harsh to people, and I do put myself a bit on a pedestal, and I do put people down. Maybe you could see that side of yourself. Maybe you can.
Right,
maybe you can detect your arrogance.
Hold on. Okay, John Hyde.
Yes.
You come to me a lot, right?
Yes.
Do I handle myself in a professional manner, or do I make you feel like shit when you come to me?
No, but I don't have the relationship that Sal does with you, I guess.
Well, I have a question.
You have a relationship. See, that's the point I'm trying to bring up.
I'm just asking you to be...
You've worked... He's worked a relationship with me, so we have that give and take kind of thing.
Yeah.
You
What's
never...
the relationship?
Teddy, have you come to me? Have I helped you out? You needed a club out. You needed somewhere to go. Have I been there for you?
Of course.
Did I make you feel like shit?
With Artie and stuff.
Yeah, I can go around the room here.
You know what?
Hold on, can I jump in for a second?
I could go to 20 people, too, and ask them if I make them feel like shit or I don't make them feel like shit. What does one have to do with the other?
Well, you're making it seem like you come to... No, not right now.
But you don't like me.
Well,
Sal's giving me a reason not to like you.
He's saying you seem to be the one that feels that way about him. You made it sound today that there were a whole group of people that no one liked him except for me because I got free Springsteen.
That's why I always thought, I really did think you'd be a dick before I got to know you. Like before you worked here. I thought you would be, but actually Ross is a really friendly guy. He really is.
Hey, Sal, you made the statement today that everybody in the back hates Ross. You did.
Right.
And then 10 people IM'd me and said, like, Jason IM'd me, goes, I don't hate Ross.
I can think of one other person.
Who?
Yes. I'd rather not mention.
Somebody that works on the TV show. But I got a question for you, Sal.
Who doesn't like you?
Yeah, Sal, pay attention here. If you didn't...
Only one?
If you feel the way that you feel about Ross...
I just want to get along with the guy.
Listen.
I don't want to anymore.
If you feel the way that you feel about Ross, then why would you ask him for a favor?
I haven't. I try to get along with him. I'm constantly trying to get along.
No, but you feel this way about him, and you felt this way about him from 6 years ago.
Yes, but I've tried in the interim to get along with him.
If you don't like him, why would you ask him for a favor?
If I don't, I really
you made it really clear that you don't like him.
I
You didn't
get
like him 6 years ago.
Ross is an acquaintance of mine. We're here by force.
But you don't trust him. He's arrogant. You don't think he's a good guy. Why would you go to him for a favor?
In a situation where it's
because
his
it helps you out, Sal. Just answer it.
Listen to me. I don't like my ice cream man. You can be a pedophile for all I care. But you know what? He serves me fucking ice cream.
But he's not the only ice cream man in the world.
But in this world, Ross is. If
That's
there's
not
a
true.
Well, find the other guy.
Me. You've come to me before for tickets.
Yeah, and you've been great.
And
Thank
Gary
you very much.
is not a pedophile.
And Gary, you treat me with respect, and we get along great. And you know what? I work for you, and I respect you, and I respect Ross too. Ross doesn't respect me.
You don't respect him.
I do.
You
though.
don't.
I do, and it's out of
You
frustration.
never would have said the
that
things
I
you
speak
said
this
today
way.
if you respected me.
It's out of
I don't
frustration.
care you talked about my party. I don't care you talked about my breath. I don't care you talked about who doesn't like me. But you sat there and you did, and you went off on the job I do. That you don't even have any idea what I do, but you went there.
But you know what?
That way, that proves to me you have disrespect for me. Okay?
I developed it because you. Hey, listen, you sowed the seeds, buddy. You know what I mean? That's basically it.
I what?
How did he sow the seeds?
He didn't know.
He
read that in a book once.
I feel
All
like...
right, Tears for Fears.
I know what you're trying to say, Sal, but how did Ross... We only have a minute. How did Ross sow the seeds? What did he do?
It's the way he carries himself. You get what you project. If the guy's constantly a douchebag to me, guess what? I'm going to be a douchebag back.
So now
I'm not going to lay down. No, if you are one. If somebody's a douchebag,
you said I was a douche.
To me. I admitted it a billion times. You're always a dick to me.
I'm always a dick to you. If I was a dick to you, I would have not taken that phone call on a Friday night from you when you're stuck at the box office with your wife.
You dicked
and I
me
said,
over.
you know what? Ha, ha, ha. Shame on him, and left you standing there.
But you did
but
dick
I
me
made
over.
phone calls
you didn't make
to
a
you.
follow. Yeah, you had to, but you made me
I
look
didn't
like
have
a
to
jerk.
do anything.
You made me look like a jerk. I
you
went
made
to the
me
window.
look like a jerk.
How?
You kept switching the dates after I get him confirmed.
I switched one date. Big deal.
3 times.
Big deal. One fucking date.
Everything's
Holy
a big
cow.
deal to you.
No, it's not. Apparently it is to you.
You know what? Things are based on relationships, okay? And you have disregard for a relationship.
Bullshit. I get along with everybody but you.
And your wife.
But you should, you know what? You should be the bigger man. Take a look at yourself and say, hey, maybe I come off a little pompous. Maybe I need to pull that back. You could do that, too. Mm-hmm. We all have our faults, Ross. Recognize
Hey, look,
them.
I'm nowhere near perfect. I realize that. But I don't need to take this from you.
You're not taking anything from me. If I'm a true friend, I'm giving you advice.
You're not a true friend.
Take a
That's
look
the
at
thing.
yourself.
If you were a friend,
Better
I would
yourself.
take it from you.
I'm trying to be a friend and say better yourself. I'm only
You're
better
a
myself.
failed stockbroker
I'm
who
not
tries
failed.
to write
I'm
jokes.
not failed at all. I'm not failed. I left the industry when it tanked. I left at the peak.
He totally wanted to trade in the BMW for the Honda. That's his idea, not the stockbroker.
Yeah. Judge Wapner has spoken.
These two ever going to get along, Gary?
No.
I want to get along with
Ross
him. I'm willing to
Ross
get along
holds
with
a
him.
grudge, so the answer is no.
And he's not even Sicilian. It should be me holding the grudge.
Are you holding a grudge, Sam?
No, not at all. I never did. I just want him to be nicer. Be a better person. Look in the mirror and say, hey, I was a better guy today.
All right,
What's so wrong about
I'm
it?
a better guy for not hitting you.
We've got 10 seconds. Ross, what would you like to promote?
Rosie started today, big show. And we have a huge campaign that everybody will be seeing on TV about SiriusXM.
Thanks for listening to Wrap Up.
All right. A little something from the wrap-up show yesterday. There was some good arguing going on the wrap-up show.
I know the Sal Ross thing continued.
Yeah, that was really good. I'll play you some of that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Somehow, and I don't even know how we got into it. And Sal has a history of resenting anybody who I'm friendly with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good friends with Ross, and we went back and looked in the computer, and Sal, years ago when he used to talk about how much he loved me, he said, I don't understand how Ross and Dominic are friends with Howard and I'm not.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense. They're not good guys, blah, 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 blah. He had a whole thing about it.
So he's had it in for Ross for a long time.
And then yesterday, somehow he got into a thing. Ross runs promotions here at Sirius. And the fact of the matter is, Sal criticized the way he does his job. He said Ross's breath was shitty.
Ugh.
He said that he doesn't understand why I'm friends with Ross.
He's not a good guy. He said he's arrogant or something.
Yeah, and he also said he didn't believe that Ross had his Halloween party, that Ross didn't make money off the drinks. I mean, he was basically disparaging Ross's character every way he could.
Yeah.
And so they brought it over to the wrap-up show, and Sal and Ross in the same room got together, and they just went at each other.
Ooh. So if I'm telling you now to put this to rest, look me in the eye. I've never made a penny on the parties. Do you believe me now?
I mean, I don't know whether I should.
No, I threw the party. I am telling you I didn't make a penny on it. Are you going to believe me?
If I don't know how that's going to change anything, whether I do or I don't.
It's a simple question.
Whether I do or I don't believe you.
I'm asking you the question.
What
Answer
does
me.
it change?
It doesn't change anything.
You don't
do you
like
believe me.
You still don't like me. You still be condescending towards me.
Hold on.
And all you want is me to bow to you and make you feel important and say, yes, all right, Ross, yes, I believe you. I do believe you.
You've given me reasons not to like you.
Okay,
I don't think I've given you reasons to not like me.
Every time I talk to you, you talk down to me. You just have this air about you. You just, I don't know why.
Sal,
I want to be your friend.
You come
I'm
to
always
me.
polite to you. I'm polite to everybody around
There's
here.
two-way streets, and there's one way with you. So I'm in a meeting and you walk by with those puppy eyes. Can I talk to you? You're there to ask me for a favor. It's not like, hey, this is what I can do for you. Or, hey, I was thinking about this.
What do you
or,
want
hey,
me to do for you, Ross?
I don't want anything from you.
Okay, then I don't want anything
obviously
from you.
you want something from me when you come to me.
I don't want anything from you. Okay. Not one thing.
So from this point forward, you don't need anything from me.
Done.
Okay.
But, you know, whether I believe you or not has nothing to do with what happened.
And it just kept going on and on. I love arguing on the radio.
Well, I just didn't. He has this level of animosity toward Ross that seems to have no basis.
I think it's mostly that from Ross's end is that Sal wants a lot of things from him and Sal can't get them. So just keep listening.
All right.
How many people around here help you out?
How many? Everybody that I work with, we all help each other tremendously.
Okay.
Tremendously.
Do you shit on all these people?
No.
Okay.
But you know what?
So I'm one of the few probably outside the Stern Circle that takes care of you. Why do you shit on me?
You're not out of the Stern Circle. You're sitting right here right now.
But I don't
You're
work
involved
on the show day in and day out.
Yeah, but you know what? But Ross...
I'm not on your guys list. Why do you shit on me if I'm helping you out?
Well, talk to Howard about your guys list.
I'm asking you.
I talk shit about you because you always treat me like shit. And
I'm trying to explain to you why I treat you a certain way, and it's not like shit.
Well,
because
I
when you
see
come
it that
to my
way.
door
You know when
and
you get
I don't
into
answer it for you because I'm in a meeting, doesn't mean I treat you like shit.
Ross, just admit it. You know you don't like me. You never did. It comes across.
You've given me a good reason not to like you.
No, but this is before that. You always treated me that way.
So from this point forward,
never treated me with respect.
we'll use the email system, okay? So you can still reach out. If I answer you.
But
we don't have to do things face to face. That's the beauty of the technology.
But this is a wake up call to touch the lighter side of yourself. You should get listen, Ross.
Okay, Dr. Phil.
No, sometimes you ever notice when you're talking to your wife, she said, "You said it this way." You go, "No, I didn't." She said, "Yes, you did." That's what you do. That's what you suffer from. You have a way of projecting yourself and not listening. And I'm telling you, that's how you come across.
Wow, huh?
Listen to Sal analyzing somebody.
Yeah. Sal, of course, ended up screwing up his words again. He said something in this next clip like, well, you sowed the seeds. Which I'm not even sure what he was trying to say. You planted the seeds? Or you reap what you sow? Or...
I don't know. I have to hear it.
Yeah, well, anyway, here he is. They're still going at it.
If you feel the way that you feel about Ross, then why would you ask him for a favor?
I really
you made it really clear that you don't like him. You didn't like him 6 years ago.
Ross is an acquaintance of mine. We're here by force.
But you don't trust him. He's arrogant. You don't think he's a good guy. Why would you go to him for a favor?
in a situation where it's
because
his
it helped you out, Sal. Just answer it.
Listen to me. I don't like my ice cream man. You could be a pedophile for all I care. But you know what? He serves me fucking ice cream.
But he's not the only ice cream man in the world.
But in this world, Ross is. If
That's
there's
not
a situ-
true.
Well, find the other guy.
Me. You've come to me before for tickets.
And you've been great.
And
Thank
Gary
you very much.
is not a pedophile.
And Gary, you treat me with respect, and we get along great. And you know what? I work for you, and I respect you, and I respect Ross too. Ross doesn't respect me.
You don't respect him.
I do.
You
though.
don't.
I do, and it's out of
You
frustration.
never would have said the
that I
things you
speak
said
this
today
way.
if you respected me.
It's out of
I don't
frustration.
care you talk about my party. I don't care you talk about my breath. I don't care you talk about who doesn't like me. But you sat there and you went off on the job I do. That you don't even have any idea what I do, but you went there.
But you know
so
what?
that way, that proves to me you have disrespect for me. Okay?
I developed it because listen, you sowed the seeds, buddy. And you get what you project. If the guy's constantly a douchebag to me, guess what? I'm going to be a douchebag back.
So now
I'm not going to lay down. No, if you are one. If somebody's a douchebag.
You said I was a douche.
To me. I admitted it 1 billion times. You're always a dick to me. I said
I'm always
this before.
a dick to you. If I was a dick to you, I would have not taken that phone call on a Friday night from you when you're stuck at the box office with your wife.
You dicked
and I
me
said,
over.
you know what? Ha, ha, ha. Shame on him, and left you standing there.
But you did
but
dick
I
me
made
over.
phone calls
You didn't make
for
a
you.
foul. Yeah, you had to. But you made me
I
look
didn't
like
have
a
to
jerk.
do anything.
You made me look like a jerk. I
you
went
made
to the
me
window.
look like a jerk.
How?
You kept switching the dates after I get him confirmed.
I switched one date. Big deal.
3 times.
Big deal. One fucking date.
Everything's
Holy
a big deal
cow.
to you.
No, it's not. Apparently,
No,
it is to
because you know what? Things are based on relationships. Okay? And you have disregard for a relationship.
Bullshit. I get along with everybody but you.
And your wife.
But you should, you know what? You should be the bigger man. Take a look at yourself and say, hey, maybe I come off a little pompous. Maybe I need to pull that back. You could do that too. Mm-hmm. We all have our faults, Ross. Recognize
Hey, look,
them.
I'm nowhere near perfect. I realize that. But I don't need to take this from you.
Wow. What do you think of that?
I just don't know what to think. I mean, do you think there's any... I mean, Sal really believes that he's giving Ross a lesson, some information that he really needs to know. You know, Ross, is Sal on the money in any way?
Well, I like Ross, so I don't see all of that. No, I don't think so.
I mean, you
at all.
haven't heard this from other people, have you?
Sounds like Sal goes to Ross every time he needs a ticket, and then
But he doesn't
switches.
have any relationship with him.
Yeah, so Ross sees him as a user.
Yeah.
But I mean, Ross maybe doesn't sit there and come off so well to Sal and suck his balls because he doesn't have time. He's busy.
The thing that I kept getting out of yesterday from the wrap-up show...
I mean, I like Sal. I respect his opinion, but I don't know, man. I don't think of Ross like that. Obviously, I don't. I'm friends with the guy.
Yeah.
I like the guy.
Yeah, the thing that Sal kept beating on over and over and over again was that Ross gets to go here, and Ross gets to do this, and Ross gets to get this, and it just seemed he was obsessed with where he goes and what he gets and what he does.
Yeah.
And it seemed to me to be jealousy. Sal says no.
Yeah, because Ross goes out every night, and I think Sal thinks Ross gets a lot of freebies. And
Right.
he doesn't.
But,
I mean,
but even if he did, like, why is it, like, Sal's obsessed with who gets what and how they get it?
Anything away from what Sal gets.
And why is he focused on Ross? I mean, there's probably plenty of guys out there who are out every night going to these things, and he's not focused on
Because
them.
he says that Ross, he thinks Ross looks down on him, but I think it's in Sal's head, but, you know.
I also think Sal has to go home every night and prove to his wife that he's a good husband, and then, like Ross doesn't answer to anyone. Not even his wife.
But does Sal really know that much about Ross's life?
Yeah, he's pretty keyed in.
Wow.
Because he's keyed in. Like, he hears Ross is at the Springsteen concert. He hears Ross is at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He hears Ross is at the Yankee game.
And I think, I got to tell you.
I think he's jealous of Ross's lifestyle.
I'll tell you one of the things that I think really eats away at Sal. He'll never admit to this. How many Mondays do you come in and you talk about what you did on the weekend, and maybe 1 out of every 3 say, "Oh, Ross came over.
His name.
We went here," and I think that eats away at him that you spent time with Ross. That's Sal's time.
I could never spend time with Sal. I can spend endless hours with Ross. Ross is just a good guy to hang with. Sal's creepy. You know, Sal, I love Sal, what he does here. I love his work. And I actually like Sal personally, but I could never hang with him. Although when I go out to dinner with him, we have a good time. But
well,
he can
what's
be
creepy about it?
Oh, come on. When he starts in with all that worshiping and some of those thoughts he has are really weird. You know, you know, it's not the thought of a rational guy. But I like Sal. Don't get me wrong. I actually can hang with him too, I guess, on some level. But I don't think I could have him to my house. And not only that, I mean, he did the ultimate shitty thing. He pissed all over my wife. And I just love that woman. And it's like, why would he do that? Well, and then after he pissed on my wife, he went back up and pissed on her again after he promised her he wouldn't. Like, that's just too fucking weird.
Yeah, that's in the past, but it's a matter of respect. The way I'm has treated you. It's basically the same thing. It's how people rub off on people.
You feel he's arrogant and he comes off the wrong way.
It's a personality thing.
Right.
And
I'm there, and like it was like one superstar after another starts for. First, I see like first I see like the governor of New Jersey, John Corzine, who I knew nothing about, and I got to tell you, is like the fucking greatest guy ever.
What do you mean he's the greatest guy?
I'm telling you, this guy.
I've heard some not so good things.
Really? What have you heard? Because I'm telling you, he is terrific.
Well, you get bowled over by everybody you meet.
You would too, though. This guy you would, though. This guy you would.
All right.
That's why they're politicians.
Oh, it's true. What's so great about him?
Because he's the most down-to-earth politician I ever met. He was like a business guy who did really well and seems to like really care. I mean, like he was talking about some of the shit he's doing in Jersey. I was like, whoa, this fucking guy's really way into the gig.
He lives right next to me.
He was the one who rushed back to the 𝗦𝗵cie meeting and almost killed himself.
He even talked about it. That was so stupid. He goes,
that's why I'm wondering about his judgment.
No. You would really like this guy. I know you would.
I'm sure I would, but I like having my distance from these people.
Yeah, well, anyway, let me tell you about this party. So I'm standing there, and you know, with parties, I'm always like on edge because, you know, we goof on a lot of people.
And you never know when you're going to run into somebody you've forgotten how badly you goofed on.
So then, like, you know, I see like Matt Lauer and his wife. No, Matt I'm cool with.
Yeah, but they've had a lot of trouble in that marriage. At least that's what the tabloids say.
Yeah, you know. But they were fun. They were there.
Hopefully they can keep that at home.
Yeah, they don't break up in the middle of the party.
Don't bring that to John's.
I saw Brian Gumbel and his wife, Hillary, and I saw, you know, like there's sort of like a usual crowd out there in the Hamptons. You know, they're all people who own homes out there, so they all kind of
I didn't know the Gumbels were out there.
Yeah, they're out there. They're nice people. You know, he's cool with me, and I'm cool with him, and then, you know, and then all of a sudden, like some like heavy people started to show up, like Paul McCartney, Billy Joel.
Really?
Paul was there? I'm walking through the house, and I run into Roger Waters from Pink Floyd.
Wow.
And I'm sitting and talking to him and his wife, and it was kind of a really fun, cool, you know me at parties. I'm like, and then I'm walking over, and my daughter says to me, "Hey, Dad, can you introduce me to Bruce Springsteen?" So I go, "Is he here?" So this is like Artie's wet dream. So I go over, because I met him once before, you know, for a second. And all of a sudden he's like, "Hey, Howard, how you doing?" We talked for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. We're talking about, he's like, you know, talking about like he can go to his old hometown. And I told him, you know, Artie lives in Jersey and you live in Jersey. And I told the governor that too, you know.
Yeah, that's my governor.
Actually, the governor lives like really close to me.
Yeah, he's a Hoboken guy.
Yeah, he's right
That's what he said.
I see him all the time.
And I'm talking to Bruce for like a long time until then he pulled the move where he goes, "Oh, I got a phone call here. I got to take this. Got to go somewhere quiet."
Really?
Yeah.
So he blew you off, you think?
Well, yeah, but it was appropriate. I mean, we had
it was enough.
It was going nowhere. I was getting into my Roosevelt stories about my hometown. And it was
Roosevelt, Long Island.
I don't think he wanted a bond that much.
I thought you meant the president.
No.
Yeah, Howard, the goddamn blacks. I get it.
My phone is ringing.
I wanted to ask him if he would do American Idol or not to solve that problem.
Please, you have no idea that this is my greatest torture, that fucking show is starting up again and Bruce has an album out. And I'm like, is there anybody in the business who could talk him into it? And first of all, did you read, what scared me the most is I read this amazing article about Rick Rubin in the New York Times magazine. Did you read that fucking thing?
Yes.
And I'm reading it going, and he's praising how relevant now.
American Idol is.
Well, Columbia Records hired Rick Rubin to save the music business, and he's saying how relevant America's Got Talent and American Idol is. And I was thinking of that exact same thing. Is someone going to talk Springsteen into fucking doing American Idol?
When I read that article, I said, Dave, Springsteen might be smart to do it. But I get the feeling he won't do it because I was talking to him and Billy Joel.
Right.
And Billy was talking about how he got paid a ton of dough to do some sort of wedding or something. And I looked over and Bruce was kind of like,
he would never do that.
I got the whole wedding thing.
Yeah, I got a feeling
He has some integrity left.
yeah, and it was kind of like, well,
supposedly he's never done it. There's never been one even like quiet instance of a corporate gathering where
or
he's done
a personal.
I don't think so.
Party thing.
I don't, unless it was a charity.
Yeah, but
something.
Bruce does weird shit for his kids. Like it turns out the reason he was out in the Hamptons, his daughter is a horseback jumper, and she was in the Hamptons Classic, and he went all the way out there, and he's hanging out there with her.
Well,
for that.
that's not weird for a dad to show up at his kid's event.
I don't say that, but I'm saying he might even want to impress his kids and go on American Idol.
Well, that's how they wind up
That's
there.
right.
Yes.
It sucks for me and Robin as homeowners of the Jersey Shore that Springsteen and Bon Jovi are in the Hamptons with you guys.
Well, that's what Corzine was saying. He was like, what the fuck is this?
He's over there recruiting them to come back.
Right.
Hey, did you guys ever speak? Did you and Springsteen ever speak about satellite radio at all? And like his whole,
No.
because supposedly his new album, the first single, mentioned satellite radio and all that other shit.
Nah, I didn't talk to him about that. And then, so let me tell you about this. So then I'm walking around and I run into, so who do I see walking in? Chevy Chase.
Oh!
Now there's something that could go either way.
Yeah, I did see him in California, and we worked our shit out.
Right.
And it was no big deal, but Janie was with him, the wife, who evidently, I heard...
She's still on the warpath.
Yeah, it hates me, so I saw Chevy, and it was great. We had a really good conversation, quite frankly. And then all of a sudden, Janie came up to me, and we worked our shit out, too.
Oh, did you have a peace talk?
Yeah, so I was trying to describe to Beth how bad things were between me and Chevy and Janie and the history of that whole thing on our show. So I'm going to bring her a tape so she can hear it.
God.
Yeah, because she was like, well, what are you so nervous about? I go, well, you have no idea.
The guy has threatened me.
Yeah. And then Frank Gifford dropped out of the ceiling. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But anyway, for the most part, it was kind of cool. And then I see this chick sitting with Roger Waters and his wife, and I thought it was like Gwyneth Paltrow, but someone told me it was Naomi Watts, but I don't know. I didn't know who she...
You can't tell these blondes apart.
I can't. I didn't know who it was, and he's showing me her baby pictures.
Was she pregnant? Or
she just had a baby.
Oh, she just had the baby.
So that must be her, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I don't know a lot of these people, you know what I mean? Some of the younger starlets. I'm sort of out of it.
Don't be like that. Some old codger.
I am, though.
Know people.
I am an old codger.
Oh,
I was like, I don't know who this broad is. I thought it was Gwyneth Paltrow.
You know Jay-Z's honest before any of us.
That's true. So I'm getting like my dad. I'm like, which one is this? The Gwyneth Paltrow?
Who is she?
Who is Naomi Watts? What was she in? So I know who that is. So I didn't know anybody. A lot of people I don't know. But then... after dinner was served, John got up with this band he had. He had a band from Jersey there playing. And then John did a couple of songs, which was really cool. We all sat around and watched them. And then all of a sudden he goes, hey, come on, guys, come on up here. And Paul gets up and does the song.
They had like a jam session?
It was Paul McCartney, Jimmy Buffett, Billy Joel, John Bon Jovi.
Did Roger?
Roger got up and did Wish You Were Here.
Wow.
I mean, it was, it was pretty fucking crazy.
Mind-blowing.
Yeah, Bruce didn't get up, though. I think he'd left by then.
No kidding.
Yeah.
See, maybe Bruce won't do American Idol. He didn't even do the jam session.
It was a way cool party, and then it was reported in the newspaper that I was there, and I was rocking out.
Oh, really? Were you?
I missed that. I missed seeing that.
You miss seeing what?
The you in the paper, and I usually try to read the papers. I miss seeing that you were rocking out.
But I wasn't I was clapping. You know, like during a jam, if you just sit there, you look like a dick.
Right. You got to do something.
But it was kind of sweet because, like, even like Chevy Chase goes, "Damn, my phone won't work. I don't know how to work the camera on this phone." And he was trying to
get pictures.
He's trying to take pictures of it, and I said, I don't know, man. I don't know anything about it.
Well, I have to officially thank you on the air for the weekend you gave me. Howard got me a ticket to see Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers out in the Hamptons, and I stayed with him, and it was just the fucking greatest weekend of my life. How great was Tom Petty, man?
Tom Petty was
you
awesome.
Went to see Tom Petty too?
I did, and I got to tell you something. I had another mind-blowing experience in terms of music.
Thank you, by the way, for that, dude. That was very nice.
The night before Artie showed up, we got a great story about Ralph and all this shit. But
really?
Yeah.
I have results concerning a bet that you guys might have had, too, about Ralph.
Oh, you do? Okay. All right, good.
Are we going to learn all about this?
There's a big Ralph incident happened.
A major Ralph thing.
What is a major Ralph incident?
Well, we're going to get to it.
Oh,
there's a lot to get to.
See, now I'm totally intrigued.
Anyway, so the night before Artie shows up, I invited Artie out to stay at my place because out there in the Hamptons, they were having a concert with Tom Petty. And it was kind of cool. Because it's not a lot of people. It's like 1,500 people tops.
Right.
And they serve a dinner and the whole thing. And, that's pretty cool to see a guy.
Unbelievable, yeah.
In that smallest setting. So, anyway, the night before, I got invited over the guy who owns Sirius's house. Leon, and I went over, and he usually has a dinner party for a few people every year, and of course I go. He's a good guy, and this time though it was a little bit bigger party on the beach and everything. And then he built this structure on his house, and he had Tom Petty show up at his house and play for all of us.
Jeez.
Wow.
Play for me.
Yeah, well, there were maybe at that point 60 or 70 people there.
Oh, my
so I sat down on a couch, like in a living room.
Could you imagine?
And watched Tom Petty do an entire concert.
Oh, my goodness.
It was friggin' awesome.
Now, did he do the same set the next night?
Pretty much, but actually even more classic tunes at...
well, I'm just wondering, does he do the full concert at Leon's, or does he...
full concert. He was paid full... It said in the paper he was paid $850,000 to show up.
Goodness.
But, I don't know if that's true or not.
How many do each Heartbreaker get?
850,000 for Tom Petty?
Yeah.
You know what?
I said, hey, you could have gotten Cheap Trick for $10,000.
When you go see Tom Petty in concert, though, you don't realize, God, that's his song too. He's got 1 million hits.
He does,
and they're all, and he plays them all. He doesn't fuck around.
850,000 to come to my house?
Hey, look,
so anyway,
what are you gonna do?
Anyway, I was seeing Tom Petty the next night, and I guess that's how he got Tom Petty, because Tom Petty was around.
In town,
and he figured, hey, I'll pick up a couple extra bucks.
Why
couple
not?
extra shekels.
So anyway, well, that's what these guys make. Like they paid these guys. Tom Petty got paid $1 million to show up at the Hamptons.
Well, that's a concert. You could see. I always wondered, but I mean, look again. It's 60 people, private home.
You know what? I should have studied an instrument.
Yeah, you really blew it with this radio thing. So because it's cool, you go out, you get $1 million.
People just throw money at you.
Yeah, and it's fun. You sing. So anyway, okay. So Artie was coming out. He wanted to see Tom Petty. He said that to me. I said, I can get a ticket for you. We have an extra ticket. And he says, good, yeah, I'm going to stay in a hotel. But I said, no. You stay with me. Of course you come out and you stay with me. So I was excited to see Artie socially,
Yeah.
It's fun to do. So... where do I begin?
Yeah.
So I guess I kind of
The helicopter.
Beth and I were talking, actually. I never discussed this with Artie, but, you know, I said, Beth kind of even said to me, do you think Artie thinks you're fun? And I go, you know, I don't think so.
Wow, this is an interesting conversation.
Yeah, so I said, and she said, you know,
what's going
to happen, you know, if you want to take a nap or something? I said, yeah, Artie might bum out. Take a nap. You know, because what will Artie do till the concert?
What do you do out there? You nap?
I'm all about naps.
I'm always napping, and I'm antisocial. So I said, she said, why don't you invite Ralph?
So he can entertain Artie?
So he can at least, because doesn't Artie like Ralph? I go, I think Artie likes Ralph. You never know, you know.
But you're not sure. You're not sure.
I said, it might be nice to have that dynamic going where Artie has a, you know, guy hanging out there.
And when you're napping, Ralph can take up the slack.
Which actually was not a dumb plan, because I come off a nap and I go downstairs and I see Artie and Ralph in the hot tub together.
Yeah, we went in the pool. Well, we went for a walk on the beach and had a couple of mini cigars.
Did you hold hands?
And of course, Artie doesn't bring a bathing suit, but Ralph cut up a pair of sweatpants for Artie, made a mock bathing suit.
I had no plan on going in the pool.
You were so happy in the water.
No, but then I looked at the pool. It was so inviting, you know. And
I mean, you're going to a guy's house, you know, you bring stuff.
Artie was weightless in the pool.
I had my own room. My room looked out onto the pool and the bathroom.
Well, what did you think he was going to do with you?
Put him in a sewer.
Where was he going to put you, in a tent
and I said,
the back?
We took a walk on the beach, and I said, you know what, fuck it. That pool looks great right now. We had a few hours, and I told Ralph, go get a pair of scissors, and we'll cut up my sweatpants. So that's exactly what he did, which was good. That's like a fashion project for Ralph.
Yeah.
Most guys would punch you in the face.
That keeps him happy. So you were keeping him occupied.
I bet it made him happy, as Robin points out. And also, I bet he did a great job.
He did, actually.
I never actually saw the bathing suit. You were in the water the whole time.
They're very even and everything. But I would like, you know, maybe in the future.
I realized, too, you wouldn't come out of the hot tub till I left. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't need that
wait a minute. You let Ralph see you in your suit.
Well, Ralph's microphone isn't on 5 hours a day.
Well, it's funny because I'm sitting there and I go, boy, these guys.
You know.
I said, these guys are like, Artie goes, I'm boiling like chicken soup. Because he's in a hot tub. And I said, you know, and I left. And then I was walking up to my bedroom and I look out the window and I see Artie's emerging.
Yeah, he sprung out of
and I said,
hot tub.
He didn't want to get out of the hot tub in front of me.
Me and Ralph were trying to think of a rap in case we got chicks back there at night, like how to pretend it was our house. So we needed Howard to give us information about stuff. Like,
yeah, right.
Like, what's
but
this?
Isn't it interesting that you think so much about what Howard's going to comment on?
It's not totally true. I mean, look, Howard. I mean, I'm not in the like a young Starsky or Hutch at this point. I don't.
Anyway, he doesn't realize I love him. I love him fat or skinny.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Thank you.
Anyway, so
if only broads were like that.
So anyway, you know, we.
So that part was fun, you know.
Yeah,
they had an amazing meal set up. I mean, I can't even explain how beautiful the whole experience was. Food.
It was great to hang with Artie outside of the show. And
I took a helicopter out there because I've never done that before. I've been on helicopters, but never out to the Hamptons. I said, fuck it, I'll splurge. And that's kind of where the Ralph situation starts.
Do you want to start that story?
I guess I could.
And Gary's a part of this, too, by the way.
Well... So I said to myself, I'm going to go out. You know, Howard made this nice invitation, and I said, fuck it, I'll splurge. I'm going to take a helicopter out there. And so I don't have to deal with traffic. And I found out there's a helipad literally yards from Howard.
Whatever. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's okay.
It wasn't going to make your trip very long.
It was very convenient.
I hope I dumped that. Okay, go ahead. Yes.
Yeah, it was a very convenient situation. So I price the helicopter.
It ain't cheap.
And no, it's not cheap at all. And, you know, Gary the whole time was like, please, like, let me pay for half of this. But he was even more than he thought. And I was like, look, Gary, don't worry about it. It's fine. I was going to do this anyway. I'm happy to have the company. Ralph, the last minute, sort of the day before, says, "Listen, I'm coming. So, what time do I have to be at the?"
He doesn't even ask you. He just assumes he can do this.
No. I checked out that it was okay.
Right. So, no. He called the day before.
All right.
But it turns out, and again, it's just weird how stuff with Ralph just makes a minor adjustment. Something goes wrong. The guy had to get another helicopter because it went from 2 to 3 people.
Oh.
But it was worse than that, because I got really maybe the most insulting phone call I've ever gotten from Artie's assistant, which was he needed to know how much I weighed. I swear to God. So then he goes, and I think at one point he goes, all right, 220 and 300. All right, we're going to have to get a bigger copter.
Yeah, right.
Because 3 guys needs a bigger copter because of the weight.
Teddy, a master in etiquette. So anyway, so they had to get a different, which I found out I was going to get this really cool helicopter that's sort of like a state-of-the-art thing, and now they had to switch it to a little bit of an older one.
A Toyota with a wing.
Like the one they use for construction.
Yeah, whatever.
So already Artie's, and he goes, man, if Ralph's going to be late, I'm
I start
leaving.
Stressing about that because I wanted to get out there on time and everything.
Right.
It turns out because of fog, we were delayed anyway, but at no point.
In other words, it would have been quicker if they drove.
In some, not quite, but almost.
Yeah.
There was a lot of fog, which fucked everything up. But we got out there on the helicopter. But at no point does Ralph even think about saying thank you or, look, can I pay?
Right. How much do you want me to chip in? Nothing like that ever comes
Can I tell you something? I get to the place first where the helicopter
Not that I care, but again, my God.
I get to the place first where the helicopter takes off from. So I walk in, I go, is this where I'm supposed to be? Ralph, I mean, I can't tell you he did anything wrong, but there's a way he walks in as if it's his place. Right. Do you know what I mean? Like, he walks in, they have, like, Hamptons magazines out, like, there's another couple there. Ralph walks in, like, sort of doesn't look at them, like, picks up a magazine, starts thumbing through it, talking about how great the trip is going to be as if he takes it every week. Right. It's just a funny way he is.
Right. It's Ralph.
Ralph acts as if, yes.
Right. And so I'll get through this, and then I'll hand the ball off to you at some point here. Because it's a long thing.
Go on. I'm intrigued. I could hang on every word.
So we get out there and
hang in on this one.
Because they changed the helicopters, the car that was coming to get us didn't know what was the right helicopter to get. They had information about the old one that were just 2 people. So now with just 3 people, with just new helicopter, the guy didn't know where to go. So indirectly, we had to wait an hour for a car once we landed. So it really was like we might as well have walked.
Right.
And again, of course, you don't blame Ralph directly for this, but it's just so funny that it's something Ralph caused indirectly that made this mayhem sort of happen.
All of a sudden, it just wasn't a smooth trip.
Yeah. And
but I gotta tell you, Howard, Artie is stressing. The 2 of you guys you guys stress out on so much stuff. Howard's having a little barbecue, and Howard's stressing because he wants it to be good. He wants everybody to be on time. And now Artie's stressing that he's fucking up the barbecue.
Right, well, and you know what he's thinking about?
He's freaking out.
No, he's thinking about being late to Gary's party for dinner. And how badly that went for him.
Right.
He screwed up the whole dinner.
But this wasn't his fault.
No, but at one point, Artie shut the phone and he goes, Jesus Christ, I can't control the weather. I'm going to be, he was just bumming out that he's going to be late.
He was stressed out.
No, I'm just saying Artie knows that he and he doesn't want it to happen again.
Right. Actually, I had forgotten completely about fucking up Gary's dinner. But anyway,
I did too.
I remember everything.
I recall that I did. So anyway, there's that nuttiness going on, and fine. It's like I didn't expect anybody to offer this, but still, it's a nice gesture.
All right. So wait. So you guys get to my house.
Right.
And that's okay. It's fine. To get to the house, we're having a perfectly reasonable afternoon, and that night is the Tom Petty concert.
And me and Ralph did hang. We sort of bonded, the pool thing and everything.
Right.
We were having fun. We started drinking.
He did something. He made you a bathing suit.
Right,
And these guys were drinking and having a good time. And
we had a
all that
great
stuff.
meal when we landed, and we started boozing. It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. We were all having a good time. And, I got my nap.
And Ralph
kept
Artie
company as planned. And everything was going good. So I say to the guys, look, we're going to have dinner at the concert, and everyone be ready. I got a car coming and everything so we could all drink.
Right.
Got a car coming at 7 o'clock. Everyone be ready 7 o'clock or 7:15, whatever the time is, I say.
Forgot about this part.
So we're walking out the door. Everyone's ready promptly, 7:15. We got this thing timed out. And I look over, and Ralph is 2 minutes before 7:15. 7:13 starts making phone calls because he has to plan his trip to California, and he's trying to get airline reservations. So I said to him, you motherfucker. I said, it's 7:13. And
he had all day.
He goes, please, it's not 7:15 yet. It's 2 more minutes. I go, but we're ready now. We all want to leave.
He's on one coast arranging for the next coast's plan.
Yeah. I'm like, you had all afternoon to call. Like, why would you call it 7:13? Well, you said 7:15.
But he can't get anything done with an airline in 2 minutes.
No shit.
Exactly.
So I said,
yeah, that's the point. Absolutely.
I go hang up the fucking phone. So he hangs up the phone. Okay.
Which, by the way, thank God Howard was around to say that, because anybody else would not have hung up the phone.
He would have made you wait.
Yeah. Oh, no, I would have just left. I was nice enough. I must have been in a good mood because I said, okay, hang up the phone. We should just pull out and left.
Now, keep in mind, I had a drink at this point. Ralph had started drinking, right? So he was about 2 or 3 drinks deep into the evening.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So now we go in the limo.
We go in the limo, and I'm not
do you want to?
No. All right. So we go in the limo.
All right.
There's some
editing. That's not fair.
No. It is.
Don't tell me anything you're leaving out. Just tell me a story.
Okay.
I won't know if you don't say something like that.
Sorry, we haven't rehearsed this. All right. So anyway,
you're supposed to be a professional.
Anyway, we get in the limo, and Ralph starts. And he's got to pee. I have to pee. I
knew it. I was going to say, he's got to stop to go to the bathroom.
Well, wait. So I said, Ralph, why didn't you pee before we, like a little kid? Why didn't you pee? I didn't have to go at that point. I go, yes, you did. I said, it's 5 minutes into the trip. What the fuck is wrong with you? You can't pee. There's no way to pee.
Uh-oh.
But not just saying I have to take a leak. Writhing around on the floor of the limo like a second grader going, I gotta get yelling at the driver.
Yelling at Terry.
Really rude.
What do you mean yelling?
Like, do an impression of what he was.
Almost like Terry is getting us, a really nice guy, is getting us to the fucking concert. He's driving at a reasonable speed.
Right.
We pull up to the entrance, and Ralph, like a third grader, is rolling around.
Terry, where are we?
Terry, come on, get us there, Terry. What are you doing, Terry? I mean, like, screaming at him because he's not getting us there quick enough so he can piss.
Oh, geez.
So, okay.
Is this a mental condition?
Wait. This is nothing. This is nothing.
And we all have another couple drinks in the limo, so.
Yeah.
Now
so he's drinking on top of.
Right, the night's rolling.
I don't remember him drinking in the limo.
We both had a drink in the limo.
Did you really?
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
All right. So, I don't recall that, but okay, because I don't think I was drinking, actually. Yeah, I've been so sick, and I would never drink in a like to me drinking. These guys are really into drinking.
We took a drink into the car from your house.
Oh, so you were carrying glasses,
right?
Well,
okay.
just
that's a Ralph move for sure. So anyway, we get to the concert, and now there's like a lot of people there that I know, and security people and things.
Press.
And it's a red carpet.
It's red carpet and press. And one of the guys, the security guys at the event says to me, yeah, your whole group is inside. He goes, and there's one guy pissing right in front of all of us. Huh? So I go, well,
are you kidding? He just pissed?
Yeah. He just
out
pissed.
In the...
Yeah.
Oh.
So he makes us all kind of look like shitheads.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He's embarrassing me because...
It would be one thing if you were doing...
Security guys are all laughing. Like Ralph ran out of the limo, ran by like the big entrance. It's a big publicity event.
By the way, there's a tent right there with bathrooms. He could have just said, "Where's the bathroom?" He would have been in 3 seconds.
But Howard, it gets better because you guys go in, right? So now my group comes in. It's me and Ross and John Hine, and we walk in, and the security guard goes, oh, your posse just walked in. I go, wait. They go, Howard's over there. And I go, oh, cool. And they go, yeah, and there's some dude in the bushes. And you can see Ralph in the bushes peeing.
Yeah, in front of this event.
But so anybody could have walked by and seen Ralph pissing.
Yeah.
Everyone did, but the part was that it now becomes not Ralph's peeing in the bushes, but Howard Stern's guy is in the bushes.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
That now you pee in the bushes.
Well, think about it this way, all right? Oh, we get out of Howard Stern's limo, and boom, out pops the guy peeing. Right. You know, I mean, it's like
paparazzi, like all over the place. Right, one of those Hamptons events, you know.
Oh, what a boob!
Yeah, a boob. So, like at this point, I'm like, Ralph, stay away from me. I don't want to be near you. And I said,
pretend you don't know me.
And I said, if you start smoking pot, I don't want to be anywhere near you. I don't want a picture of me with anyone smoking pot. I don't want, I don't want that drug thing.
Right.
I just don't. It's not an image that I condone.
The pissing is enough.
Yeah, the pissing image is bad enough because people tag me as being a slob and uncouth and being an asshole.
Howard Stern's gang rolls out of a car and starts peeing all over everybody.
My entourage. And everyone's disgusted. Artie's disgusted. I'm disgusted. And, despite Artie's on-air demeanor, he's a pretty low-key guy. And, like, we go somewhere and he knows how to behave.
He knows how to behave himself.
Guy's a heroin addict. He knows how to behave himself.
Well, I can call an audible at the line at this point in my life.
But I was going to say, it's not that Artie behaves himself everywhere, but he knows where to behave himself.
Yeah,
Artie's like the most considerate guy. Like when Artie left my house, the bed was made. I didn't ask him to do this. The room was spotless. When Ralph leaves my house, I find a half-smoked cigar laying on the fucking bar.
Well, I shall find out he didn't plan on leaving exactly.
Wait, we'll tell you. Wait. So anyway,
it's so great.
Are you still with this story?
God. I love it.
Okay.
Please.
Yeah, because this is such a ramp up.
So now I'm livid because I hear everyone's talking about that. Some guy got out of Howard's car and peed all over the place. Right. So like I'm just fucking out of my mind over this. Just sick. And then.
If I can jump in for that, I can tell you that Ralph swears that he didn't take anything of any kind. But early on, right after he walked in after peeing, he went to the bar. One of my friends said Ralph dropped 3 drinks in a row.
Okay.
He just kept dropping drinks.
He started drinking very heavily.
Is he now having a problem?
Well, you tell me after this story.
Who knows? I mean, what's going on? But at some point, when you're out with a group of people and you're all drinking. And, your goal is to get at least lit. And at one point, one guy out of nowhere, like, how'd he get that drunk? That's what happened with Ralph. Like, out of nowhere, Ralph had gotten very drunk, and there were shots around. You could easily get drunk and just be drinking.
None of us realized, I certainly didn't, that Ralph was, like, really drinking heavily or what he was doing. Maybe he got some weed from I don't know what he was doing. From what I could tell, he drank, and then when the concert started, he went up to the front and came back, and, like, I was talking to him and he kept dropping his iPhone and everything, but like he was perfectly coherent as far as I was concerned.
Okay.
Did you guys agree? I mean, it wasn't like he knew he was shit-faced.
He was dancing obnoxiously and running in, hitting into people, but in a way, he was just being sort of Ralphish. He wasn't being, like, you wouldn't think, my God, this guy needs help.
The first tip-off that Ralph was really, really drunk was at the end, the show's over and we're standing there, and this couple is really a big fan of Artie. And the girl's pretty cute, and the guy's pretty average looking. And Ralph, it got to the point where Artie and I thought that the guy was going to punch Ralph in the mouth because the girl wanted to take a picture. They both wanted to take a picture, and he kept saying, "You're really hot. Lose that guy. Fuck off. You can't be in the picture." Like, really obnoxious
really inappropriate stuff.
This is the Ralph that got punched out at Scores, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says really weird things.
It was such a cool scene where at the very end of the concert, I had pushed up front as well, and it was me, Ralph, and Paul McCartney standing within feet of each other. And I remember pointing that out to Ralph. And Ralph's big thing was he wasn't into Paul. He wasn't impressed with Paul McCartney.
He's out of his mind.
That's what I don't know. He said something like, I'd be more impressed. And he wasn't. He didn't seem that impressed. He was like, I was like, wow, he's not bullshitting about that.
Let me say something to you first. Ralph goes to see Beatles impersonators.
Right.
He loves
well,
the
he's
Beatles
more impressed
music
with
so-
that.
Well, it ties into
costumes.
the rest of it, though, why he wasn't so impressed with it.
But wait a second. So I leave about there's like 3 songs left on the set list, and I was like, I want to beat the traffic and I want to go home. And I said to Artie, and all the guys, I'm going home. They were like, okay, don't worry, we're with Ross and a whole bunch of guys.
Yeah, they had a way to get.
They were
back
going
or
out for the
whatever.
night.
Yeah,
they were going to have boys' night
We
out.
were going to go. It turns into a club scene there at the end. So, they'd have a little bar area.
okay.
And they'd bring out a DJ to play dance music. And it would have been a nightmare for Howard to try to get out of there. So we knew, we had set it up earlier. Howard was like, he said, look, I'm probably going to leave. You guys hang.
And I said to Artie, if you want to come with me or Ralph, I said, or any of the guys, I said, I'll give you a ride. But, they said, no, we got it covered. Okay. So I split all the guys, Gary, Artie, Ralph, all of them are hanging out. Like Artie said, they have like a little thing. Mm-hmm. And then they decide to go to this place called Saracen. It's a restaurant, and it's got like a bar scene, and it's kind of fun, Mm-hmm. I go there once in a while, really like it. And so they get in the car, and they all go, Ralph included.
He's already drunk, but he's going anyway.
I guess, but again, I'm already out of the picture. But these guys, they said, yeah, maybe he was high or something, but no one really thought he was that
Look, at that point, I was feeling great. And Ralph was... See, but this was... The point Gary just brought up was the key change. Like...
That personality.
When we met that couple, he was being so inappropriate. And that was after the Tom Petty concert and before we went to Saracens.
Okay.
So, and it was a great group of guys. We was like a guys in out. We were all having fun. It was Richie Notar, it was Ross, it was me, it was Gary, and John Hine.
Yes.
John Hine, and we were all hanging out. But Ralph, at that point, we said, look, Ralph might start a fight. We got to take care of him a little bit.
We started to have the discussion. This was a really weird thing amongst ourselves. And John Hine says, if somebody punches Ralph, will you jump in? And I go, I don't know. It depends on what he did. I said, I guess I have to.
John Hine, full of truth serum. Ralph wouldn't want him around.
Oh, really?
Those guys have some issues. I don't know. They have to work
So
out.
John was questioning whether he would get involved if Ralph got into a fight.
Yeah, he was like, God, if someone was beating the shit out of him, I don't know if I'd help out.
But we had to have that discussion.
By the way, I hear Sal's pissed off. He thinks I invited John Hine.
Yes.
What is that all about?
He found out that John Hine went to the concert. You invited him.
I did?
He's furious that John Hine somehow jumped the chain, that Ralph's been here much longer, and why didn't you invite Sal instead of John?
Well, Sal, who gives you your information? I don't know how John Hine ended up there. In fact,
But
I invited John Hine. I invited John Hine over my house for some food. But
don't tell Sal.
I did, but
But the point is, Howard, it doesn't matter how he got there. If you did, it's none of his business.
Thank you.
Where do you get this information? Where do you conjure up this bullshit of yours?
Somebody told me. I just heard that John Hine went with you guys. I'm happy for John Hine.
I saw him at the concert.
I have no beef
Wait a second. hold on. John Hine was there, and nobody told you Howard brought him. You just assumed it, right?
Well, this is your gig, Howard. I mean, you're the you're the leader of the pack.
Dude. Artie came over. That's it.
I don't care about Artie
and the pack. I don't know how John Hine ended up there. I don't know what John Hine did for the weekend. I saw him at the concert. I had nothing to do with it.
I find that hard to believe.
You're an asshole.
So
I'm
not
just.
even gonna
I don't
believe him
care
now that he said that.
I was just a little hurt. I felt that
You're hurt. You could have done what John Hine did. Ask John Hine how he ended up there.
I'm not the one who sold a website for a couple of mil. I don't have the money to pay $3,000 to see Tom Petty. So
again,
you're assuming.
You're making a wacky assumption.
All right, very good. Whatever angle I take, I'll be wrong on this. So I'm happy for you. I'm happy for John Hine. I'm just saying I was a little insulted. Okay? Is that
How
wrong?
Can you be insulted if I didn't invite you? In other words, let's say I go to a Van Halen concert and John Hine is there. Are you insulted?
No, and I'm happy. The issue's not John Hine. It's just that I felt that. I hate to say
but
this.
Sal, you jumped to conclusions. I had nothing to do with John Hine. John, how did you end up at that concert?
Gary invited me.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Now get upset with Gary because John jumped you and Gary.
I'm done with Gary. Me and Gary are over.
We know Gary and John are close.
Yeah,
I mean,
I just assumed it I just assumed that you invited John Hein.
No, I had nothing to do with John. Although I did invite him over to my house when I heard he was out there.
Yes, you did.
How come you never made it?
Which was very nice.
Yeah. How come? What happened to you?
I was stuck at another thing that I couldn't get out. I was in Long Island City, and I couldn't get out to you in time.
Boy, Sal would kill himself rather than be stuck at anything.
Well, let me just say this for Sal. See, John Hein knew you'd be upset, and that's why he didn't make it.
Right. Smart move. All right,
Well,
Sal,
I'm
thank
happy
you.
for you and
You got to hear the rest of this story. So
yeah, I'm listening inside. It's brilliant.
All right, so we know now that Ralph is a little tipsy, but we're all a little tipsy, but who knows how tipsy he is.
Right.
We go to this Saracen's place.
Yeah.
All right. And now we get in there, and, you know, Ross is Mr. Plan guy. He immediately is able to assess the situation, and Ross goes, look, this
Ross
place
is our friend.
Ross Zapin, who we've talked about.
Who works here.
Yeah. And we get in there, and it was crowded, kind of a scene and stuff, and a nice place. But Ross was like, maybe a couple drinks and we'll go somewhere else, you know. And we're like, fine, I don't care, whatever. And Ralph, we get a place to sit. Ralph starts dancing.
Dirty dancing.
With who?
Like a bunch of
That's the key.
like a woman who looked to be about 60.
Yeah.
In really tight, like with bad plastic surgery and tight, real like jeans. All
John,
like
did she look real old?
Yes.
Yeah.
Artie's being complimentary at this point.
She Mr. Evaluator.
She was heavy, and that's being, kind. And this is from a guy, when you see a model walk in,
And
he goes, her ears are small and her middle toe's too long.
Yeah.
He's out dancing with a chubby 60-year-old woman and appearing to love
dancing.
it. Yeah, no, he's totally
like that really annoying Latin music you hear at a feast, you know.
Artie was like, hey, there's a bunch of old broads here. I'm going home. So Artie decides he's going to bail on the night. It's probably about 1 o'clock in the morning at this point, or 12:30.
We all decide we're going to bail on this place. We're all now the group is deciding to leave.
Okay,
you know.
So a couple of people, Gary included, go up to Ralph and say, hey, we're all leaving now. And they
While
say...
he's dirty dancing?
While he's dirty dancing. And Ralph says, looks at them coherently and says, look, man, don't worry. I'll catch up with you guys, or I'll just make it back to Howard's house, whatever.
Well,
don't worry.
It was actually worse than that. At first he said, I'll be fine. But then he said, you guys go and come and pick me up on your way back.
Right, that's what he wanted.
Like we're his fucking taxi drivers.
Yeah, and Gary goes, there is no way back, Ralph. We're going. That's it. Either you leave now,
or you find your own way.
Right. So he's like, fine.
So again, you get out in front of the club, and guys, some guy, like when you're with a group of guys, some guys are like, fuck them, especially if you don't know them. But Artie and John Hein get out front, and they go, wait a minute, we can't just leave Ralph here. We have to, we have to be sure. So
that's what Ross was saying.
Artie was like, you know what, the guy might be fucked up. I'm going to go in, and I am going to make sure that Ralph understands.
Well, no, first Gary had a turn, then John Hein went in. He goes, Art, you're feeling guilty? I'm going to go in and ask him. So John Hein, and John is a pretty efficient guy.
So you see, the evening is all about Ralph and getting him from place to place. But wait a second, wait. So Artie says, I don't care what these two guys said. I don't want to feel guilty. I don't want to leave a guy.
You got to go make sure for yourself.
Yeah, because at this point he said, hey, maybe he's drunk and doesn't know what he's doing.
This is the third time going back to him.
Right. So Artie goes in and he says, look, Ralph, we are leaving. How are you going to get home? Don't worry, I'll get home, blah, 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 blah.
Dancing with a chick, arm around a chick.
Yeah. The 60-year-old broad.
Yeah.
He's still with her.
Yeah. So Artie says to him, do you know where Howard lives? He goes, take the address down. Write it down in your iPhone or whatever the fuck that thing is. Right. So Artie's telling him, yelling out the address, giving him the address. Ralph goes, I don't know, my iPhone. Don't worry, I know it. He repeats the address. Okay.
I realize, people sort of recognize this. I'm yelling out Howard's address in the middle of a dance floor at a crowded club.
All right, because Artie felt like... Whatever.
He needed to take care of Ralph.
Right. So he goes, Ralph, do you even have? If you have to get a cab or whatever, he goes,
do you have money?
Do you have money? Artie hands Ralph $300 cash, and says, "Here, take this money. I want to make sure you can get home." Now, somehow
Artie,
Ralph,
I don't have a way home.
Somehow Ralph, exactly. Somehow Ralph evokes this in people. I know,
that he's got the world taking care of him.
Most people should be like Scott the engineer. You forget that he's even there. It should be that way, but it's not. Okay. So these guys leave. Artie decides to come back to my place. He comes home.
Now, at this point, there's zero guilt in my... He's in no danger. Right. He's got money. He's an adult man. He seems to be having fun. He made a decision. I'm staying here. And we left. That's what happened.
All right.
I'm already asleep.
You don't even know this has gone on.
No. I've been in bed for hours already. I mean, I'm not putting up with this nonsense. I don't give a shit.
Right.
Yeah. I went home with my fiancée. I had a perfectly reasonable evening with her. So, I got to tell you, it just sounds exhausting, right?
Oh my God!
I wouldn't have even gone back in and asked Ralph.
So the split was, which is what Ross wanted to say. You were with Ross. So the split was Ross and Gary and the other guys go somewhere else, and John Hein took me back to Howard.
All right.
Okay, so that's the split.
So then, I wake up the next morning, and I don't know. I listen to my messages. Yeah. There's 5 messages from Ralph.
Oh.
I go downstairs. I see his room hasn't been used. Oh. No Ralph. He never made it back. I go, oh, wow. Just before I listen to my messages, I go, Ralph must have hooked up with that broad or something. I didn't know about any.
You didn't know about the 60-year.
No, I just said he must have hooked up with the broad. I know Ralph, or he's staying at Ross's house, or something went down.
Right, he went home with somebody else.
So I start listening to one panicked message after the other. It's like the first one comes in at about 4:30 in the morning.
Whoa!
He goes, dude, where do you live? I'm driving around with this guy. And we're stopping in parking lots asking if anyone knows where you live.
Oh, no.
And he goes, I don't know where I am. You gotta help me. So then he goes, then I listen to the next message. In fact, I have the messages. Why didn't I fucking prepare those?
Play them.
I should, take a commercial break. I'll go get that lined up with Scott.
All right, yeah. Because we got to hear the messages. I can't wait to hear these.
All right, take a break. Man. Take a break. Wait, you got to hear these messages.
That's too funny.
Hello.
Hi.
2 seconds.
Is that the phone?
This is the phone right here.
I got to do a whole punching in.
I know. Okay, this is the phone.
Thank you. Dial 1?
Yeah, you dial 9 first. You done?
I think so.
Right. Okay.
Next message. Let me just make sure.
Mm-hmm.
Next message. What's it say?
Hey now, douchebag. I tried to call you before, but I got disconnected, and then I got another call.
Yeah, you do.
You still 3?
That's it.
Okay, I had it.
I think I do have to bleep out words.
I know.
It's such a pleasure.
He sounds like he's 18 years old.
Yeah, right? Oh, it's one big nightmare. So where were we in this story?
So you're about to... So
Ralph's calling.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ralph's
so I wake up in the morning. I see Ralph's bedroom is empty. Artie... I realize Artie locks his door at night. I noticed you lock. Do you have a thing? Because what I did was I tried to open the door to see if you were in there because I figured both you guys were gone, and then the door was locked.
I don't remember doing it. Maybe I did it out of habit.
Yeah.
You lock yourself in at home?
Yeah, you lock yourself
not in the bedroom, but I might have. I was a little drunk myself. I might have locked the door. I guess I locked the door.
Like it was a front door.
Well, good thing you did, because I would have been in your room.
Right, exactly.
Are you smart?
Who needs you in there?
Right.
Hey, always lock your door at Howard's house.
So now I'm like all confused, and I go, and as I regularly do, go to check my messages. Scott, do you have those, or is it a whole big process?
I think it'll be like 2 more seconds, Howard.
All right, great. Just tell me the page to go to.
So, but what happened was, Howard left us at the concert. Everybody's hanging, having fun. I left Ralph with that money. Those guys left the bar, too. Ralph was dancing, having a good time. I made it home about 2 a.m. John Hein drove me home. By the way, me and John Hein got pulled over by a cop.
What?
Yeah, John Hein, of all people.
So
John doesn't even drink, right?
Well, no. He didn't get pulled over because of that. He got pulled over. We were doing 40 and a 25 down the Hamptons main drag, and he was doing me a favor, taking me to Howard's, and I felt awful. This really cute chick.
A cop.
but cute. Like, like you'd go, wow, there's a hot chick. Pulled us over, and I felt so bad. I said, I'm going to be obnoxious right now. And I said, Miss, my name's Artie Lange. I'm from the Howard Stern Show. And
Let me guess what you said. You said you had a 40-inch cock.
I was going to say, you would do sexual favors to get out of the ticket.
And she said, you know what? Don't worry about it. She goes, I love Howard. I'm just giving you a warning. And she was going to get a fucking moving violation for that.
Artie used my name to get out of a ticket. I use my name, and I don't get out of a ticket.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I've done that, and cops have given me tickets.
What?
Well, like, I'll go, hey, Howard Stern, the guy in the rating guy, goes, oh, yeah, I know who you are. And
he keeps writing.
And he writes a ticket.
See, the move is just to let them see who you are, right. I think. But
yeah, I never say. And, sometimes they recognize me, and then they're nice.
Oh, I say right away. You say right away?
Yeah, I have the PBA card, and they go, oh, where'd you get this from? And I said, well, I do a lot of charity work for the police. Senator John told me that one.
Never pull out
I said, they go, where'd you get that? I do a lot of charity work for the police. Oh, how do you do that? I go, well, I work on the Howard Stern Show. We do a lot of stuff.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's good. I'm going to do that. I'm going to say I'm from the Letterman Show. See if that gets me anywhere.
But I felt so bad for John. I said, I'm going to be like a little bit of a douchebag and say it out loud. And then she couldn't have been cooler. And I'm telling you, she was hot. So
we're lucky because John's the only one of us that doesn't drink.
Yeah, he was completely sober.
Let's go to Bill, who wants to say hello. Bill, go ahead.
Hey, welcome back, Howard.
Thanks, man.
Listen, this Ralph story, the only way it's going to be any way interesting to anybody but you or maybe Robin is if Ralph dies or gets arrested or...
Well, you got to hold on.
You got to hold on.
Well, sir, that would be great.
He gets his face punched in.
Are you not enjoying this story? Because I did a random...
No, I'm really listening, Howard. I just
they just hate Ralph. And,
we love to hate Ralph.
Okay, because I did a random check. I said, is this interesting to everyone, or is it just to me and Artie and the guys who were there? And everyone said, no, we're all guessing the ending.
We're leaping ahead and saying what this will mean for Ralph in the future.
The messages will make it better. They're on Gary preview page 1 in green.
Okay, thank you. So I get up and I get this message. Give me a sec. Okay. Here we go. This is the first message.
Hey, man, I know you're sleeping, but...
So what's he supposed to do?
I have no place to go. We're going back to the city, I think. Fuck, man. These people. This chick's throwing up on the side of the road. Oh, my God. This is so fun. All right, well, can you pack up my shit? Okay, thank you. Bye.
So now it's about 4:30 in the morning, and he's going back home. Right. And I'm like, what the fuck happened?
So that's the first message you get. You have to be completely puzzled.
No, I'm puzzled.
Yeah, right.
So
how did he get so out of it?
Then the next one is time-stamped, I think, around 7 in the morning or 7:30.
Hey, now. Hey, so I'm in Jersey City. What a fucking nightmare, man. Fucking guys ditched me. I didn't know where to go. I couldn't find your house. Went up and down the street. Couldn't find the street. And so, I had to get on the bus. And, oh my God, what a fucking nightmare. Fucking douchebags.
They're douchebags.
Cocksuckers. Fuck. All right, man, I'm going to sleep, so I'll talk to you during the day. Just throw my shit in a bag and give it to Artie. I got a shirt in the closet and some stuff in the bathroom and whatever underneath the TV to the right over there. Just throw my shit in a bag and I'm going to sleep. All right, man. Thanks, man. Bye.
After all drinking, he knew exactly where everything was. Did you hear that description?
Yeah, he sounds very lucid.
He sounds very alert and all this other shit. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, what did they do to him?
And then the third, and I'm like, well, what did these guys do? And I'm dying to wake Artie up, but I go, Artie slept like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Artie locked his door so you couldn't.
Yeah.
I was in weekend mode. I put the air conditioning on.
Did you sleep until noon or something?
Well, on a night out, you know, I got home. I didn't get to sleep till about 2:30, and I put the air conditioning on about 58.
And he's calling these guys like cocksuckers and fucks, and I'm like, man, they really screwed him over. I don't know what's going on.
What did they do to Ralphie?
And then I'm like, you know.
Hey, douchebag, could you put some cookies in my bag, too, please? Some of Marnie's cookies, like 3 or 4. That would be very good. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, dude. I can't believe I'm home. Fucking cocksuckers, man. Fucking assholes. Fucking, oh, fuck. Dude, I had to, I'll tell you, I had to fucking scale the side of my building to get my house. What a fucking pig. Fuck. All right, bye. Just give me some cookies, though. Bye.
So we get it. So Artie wakes up. All the guys come over to my place because we're going to have a meeting about what went down.
So I finally wake up.
There's a big summit.
I wake up at
Ross
noon,
was over,
and
Gary,
I make it into the kitchen. I could barely move. Like my 1 p.m., I wake up, and I see Howard and Beth, and they go, "Did you hear what happened to Ralph?" And I'm like, "Oh fuck, what happened?"
Right.
And then I hear.
So we tell him all this, and he goes, I fucking gave the guy $300. I went in 20 times and said to him, Ralph, I'm going home now. Do you know how to go? He goes, this is my worst nightmare. He goes, I never want to ditch a guy. I never would do that. Right. He goes, I'm fucking mad. I'm outraged.
There was no indication. I was really pissed because, look, the only way we'd be in the fault is if we sort of knew that Ralph was in a blackout or something. Right. But of course we didn't know that.
Wait a minute. You know what?
There was no indication of that.
What John Hein told me was that when he went in to say, Ralph, we're leaving, we're really leaving, this is, how are you going to get home? Ralph said, just tell Ross to come back at such a time and pick me up.
Right. Yeah. He kept saying that.
And the other thing you should know, you know how Ralph has that iPhone that he's madly in love with, that he plays with like a baby?
Yeah.
So we wondered, he's got my cell phone number, he's got Ross's cell phone number, and he's got Howard's address in there. He's got this thing that he's in love with. Fucking thing runs out of batteries.
Oh, you're kidding. That's why
that's another great part of the story.
Yeah. So we all decide to get him on a speakerphone and find out what's going on. And we tell him, hey, you're being an asshole. Artie went in. He goes, what? He claims he
doesn't remember.
I said, so what do you want? What kind of drugs are you doing? Because that ain't from drinking.
What's wrong with you?
He says, I swear I smoked a little weed at the concert, I drank, and that was it.
I said, what's the last thing you remember? I said, do you remember sitting next to Paul McCartney? And it was me, you, and Paul McCartney in the third row, I said. And we were, having a great time listening to Don't Come Around Here No More, the last song. And he goes, Art, I don't remember standing next to you and Paul McCartney. I totally would remember that, which explained to me why he wasn't that into him. But there was no indication of that night. He seemed to be all right.
So I said to Ralph, why didn't you go to a hotel? Oh, there were no hotels. I go, there's tons of fucking hotels. Why wouldn't you go to a diner and just wait till, I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing? He goes, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
Somehow he latched onto some guy.
Yeah.
This is the mystery thing.
That he was driving around with.
And because his iPhone, the single biggest advancement in the history of technology, that he can't call anybody, he borrows the guy's cell phone to call Howard. So now the guy has Howard's
in his phone.
Yeah, so clearly the guy knew Ralph was. Of course,